Score one for the fellas. Matt, what do you have over there? Is that a special announcement?
Yeah, it's a very special announcement. I'm trying to find the exact exact thing. What is the exact verbiage? Oh, I think we just have to do we have to just mention the.
We're doing a live
on
show.
sale. The thing is on sale.
It's on sale right now?
Yeah.
Oh, hell
At
yeah.
the beginning of the episode, which is right now. Perfect.
Nice.
It's on sale. The live event is on sale. Yes.
What is it?
It's a live stream from Moment House.
What is it though? What is the show?
It's just a live stream. It's a show. It's a special show. It'll be a live podcast.
It's going to be a live podcast.
Streamed on Moment House.
On Moment House.
Filmed in New York City.
It's going to be in New York City.
Yep.
And there's going to be some big special guests.
Yeah, man.
We're working on the guests.
Yep.
Now that we've secured a date today, I think today we'll be able to reach out and ask.
The date should be
if we get the guest.
If we get them. We'll get somebody, I'm sure.
We're going to get somebody good.
Huge. But the date is December 14th.
December 14th.
Chelsea Music
Live
Hall.
on Moment House. Is it Chelsea Music Hall?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I believe they're $10.
It's $10?
The tickets.
That'll be fun, dude.
Yeah, I thought when they said pay-per-view, I thought it was going to be like $99. I was like, fuck, dude, this is so much pressure. $10, though.
No, $10. When you see the guests we get, you're going to say, I'm glad I spent that $10.
You're going to say, whoa. $10 is going to fly out of your pocket. $10 is going to choose for itself to be like,
yes.
Hey, $10, get back here. I guess I'll watch it.
Yes.
Fuck. I guess I'll check this out. But yeah, that's the future. Streaming stuff is the future. They figured it out.
Streaming stuff is the future.
Streaming stuff and paying to watch stuff immediately
is the present. It certainly is the present.
Dude,
everything's streaming.
Let's just talk about technology.
I was back at my parents' house this week. It's nothing but cable, dude. It's insane. Geezer's cable, and it is so fucked up. Comcast,
it's terrifying.
Comcast just butt fucks old people.
It's just them speaking into the room. They pay $300 to be like, put on The Sopranos. What episode was that?
God damn it! How you work this thing? Just put on HGTV. That's all my mom watches, dude. It's unbelievable. Have I talked about this before? It's insane.
No.
It's just a fucking lady. It's girl. Yes, we have. It's female porn.
Oh, okay.
It's literally a woman coming in and being like, this house is fine, but this is what you need to do. And the husband's like, oh, I don't know, honey. And she's like, this isn't a democracy. We don't talk like that.
Yeah.
I tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of dudes build stuff and a woman shows up and is like, good job, guys.
Yeah.
It's just 10 guys sawing cabinets in the front yard.
It's insane.
It's like the team's working hard.
Well, those shows also completely warp people's minds as to like the actual timeline of construction projects.
Yeah.
Because they watch those shows
It's
and
like,
they're
we have 3 days to get the kitchen done. It's like, bro.
It takes like 4 weeks.
It takes 10 years. It never gets done.
And they do houses and they're like, we sunk $100K, we sold it for $500,000. Every house you see is like, it's worth $900,000. It's like
my
a
friends
bungalow
having
in
trouble
Arizona.
with the contractors and their house is taking, for real, 2 years. It's been 2 years.
Dude,
of just remodeling.
I know somebody who did this recently and they were saying like, you know, we had a contractor and they were like, they can't get anyone to work because of COVID. And I was like,
damn.
If they were good contractors, they wouldn't believe in that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get in there.
If they were good with their hands, they would not believe in COVID.
Just the wax buildup from the saws all the time. They'd be like, oh, what?
Yeah, well, you don't want
right to work.
You don't want a contractor that beliees in science.
No, not at all.
You want a contractor that doesn't know anything.
Yeah, it just shows up and it's just like, all right.
But it's kind of right. but also ended up being kind of right, which is, you know, something that as a country we're going to have to walk back and say, sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think there is a thing where if as soon as you hit like 48 ounces of like 7-Eleven coffee, you just get the truth. They glimpse.
True.
They just glimpse the Akashic records every morning and they're like F-350.
You just listen to Nick Fuentes.
What the hell? I don't think these things are going to be that effective as you say they are.
It's your fourth Sunoco hot dog at 9:30 in the morning. And you're like, the Democratic parties are the actual races.
Yeah, we can rip that sink out. You want radiant floors? You probably put them in. I mean, it's not a big deal. Radiant floors are the shit.
Yeah.
heated floors, water pipes flowing through your little floors.
I will say remodeling houses is very pleasing to the eyes.
It's pleasing to the eyes.
I do like to see the end product.
Who doesn't?
It is girl TV until the end product, and then that's for everybody.
You go,
I go, ooh, that is nice. I like that.
Well, apparently Spud was telling me the reality of remodels is it actually destroys couples a lot of times.
Of course.
A lot of couples don't
That's
make it
the thing.
to the
In
remodel.
the show, it's always a guy that's like, oh, because it's for women, so the woman's always right, and the woman's like, this is what I want with the cabinets, this is this, blah, blah, blah. In real life, if they were like, no, the new cabinets, that's going to be, the thing she wants is going to be an extra like 50 grand.
Yeah.
Be like, no,
it's a fight.
Like, you never get me anything.
Yeah, dude. It's a fight. It's a fight, and it's also, you know, that's a tough position. That's like Caesar mode for wives too, because then they have like all of a sudden there's just like a team of like Hispanic immigrants.
Yes,
I'm not even going to say Mexicans. A lot of times, Guatemalans and Brazilians as well.
Yes,
but it's like they get the lure, dude. They're on their Chase Lounge. They just get like a 6-month period. They can just be like, move that there, switch the sink.
Ugh.
Just all fueled by a bank, and then your mortgage goes up by like $500 a month. It's pretty crazy. You can get to be Cleopatra for like 4 months and be like, what's that spot on the wall?
I don't like it.
Call the painters in.
Yeah.
And the one day contract's like, we're done. Fuck you. And you're like, hey.
I don't think I've ever heard of a single remodeling that the contractor wasn't a dickhead, according to the customer.
Here's the thing: a lot of it all depends. So we had a remodel on our house, and it was literally. I'm not just saying this, but like they literally banged it out as fast as humanly possible.
Nice.
We had like a looming pregnancy deadline, which is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, a lot of people put unrealistic.
Weren't you guys living in like a?
We were living in an apartment in the hood for like 3 months.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
My pregnant wife was rolling off an air mattress.
Go home. You should stay at your parents.
No, well, we did say that was the escape plan. If it went too long, but then it would have been newborn baby at the parents' house. Dude, women have this nesting thing.
That can be nice.
That's what I said.
It's nice to have the parents with the newborn.
Yeah, but dude, it's
fuck the parent. They hate it, but fuck them.
Oh, my parents would have loved it. My mom would have loved it. My dad would have loved it too.
The kids over at my house they're running. Yeah,
I mean that's a lot of kids.
My sister tries to bring 4 kids over.
It's a lot of kids,
and the parents, I can hear them. They complain.
Yeah, especially if the kids just go and make a big mess and leave.
The kids come in and scream, dude. I was home for 4 days. It sucked. I don't know how anybody's around kids. I can't believe people are around kids constantly. It's just screaming.
Yeah,
man, I don't get to watch my shows. We
True.
have to watch their shows.
They're big time TV hogs.
I'm a TV hog, so it's a battle.
But dude, they won't stop. They won't relent. If you
Neither will I, dude. Me and Anthony go to war, dude.
We're just now introducing Maya to the concept of turns, and it fucks her up so bad. When it's her turn, she's all like happy, and I'm like, no, it's my turn. She's like. And she'll sit there every 2 seconds, like, is it my turn? I'm like, it's not your turn. You have to wait.
She'll learn. All you have to do is take subtle digs at whatever someone's watching. You'll figure out how to ruin someone's turn. My girlfriend knows not to decide what we watch.
We used to do it to my sister with Animal Planet. We would just be like, but she would just, 2 inches from the TV, hold down. It was her Alamo. She'd be on Animal Planet, feet touching the wall in front of the TV watching. We're like, what the you watching these guys fucking jerk horses off? Come on. Shut up. Come on.
Yeah.
Trying to watch Beavis and Butthead. This sucks. I'm not afraid of you. You should be. Skip the stress and shop online to snag some of the best deals of the holiday season on premium audio products from Raycon. Their wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, comfortable fit, and up to 54 hours of battery life at half the price of other premium audio brands. But plus, Raycon makes it even easy to shop for every Tom, Dick, and sweet baby in your life with holiday gift guides. They make it super... Come on, man. Get that out of the shot. I was playing with those. Yeah, so they make it easy for you to shop. I don't know if you know this. They use the internet. You can click a button and buy stuff like all the other places. Try shopping Raycon's holiday bundles. Their Best Buds bundle gets you 30% off 2 pairs of everyday earbuds so you and your friend can be gay as hell together. Raycons are sleek and stylish and come in a range of colorways to match anyone's style. The Raycon website even offers buy now, pay later options if you're poor. Verbatim, right now, go to buyraycon.com/drenched and get 20% off site-wide. That's 20% off any Raycon product, which almost never happens because they're greedy. Oh, save even bigger and get 30% off of Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's buyraycon.com/drenched for 20% off your Raycon purchase. Buyraycon.com/drenched. Goodbye. But yeah, dude, it's the remodel stuff can definitely, they can destroy the marriages. And dude, people do a thing where it's like, they'll call a contractor and be like, when you come in like right now, and they're like, no, we have like 9 other clients. We'll put you on our schedule. Like, how long? Like 3 weeks. And but the problem is the contractors
sound like Mr. Marsh.
If they show up like on a dime, like we can start right now. Typically you got to watch that. Yeah. Because if a contractor isn't busy, there's a reason usually. It's because either they stink or they're a shyster. So a lot of people will just like get these these guys will come in low. No. It's typically not the case, actually.
You gotta watch those terms though. You gotta be careful.
A shyster? No, what does shyster mean? It sounds like a German word. Fuck. Shit.
Dude, I know we're on the contractors and I'm gonna derail it completely.
Thank you.
I've been listening. Well, if we're going to bring up anti-Semitism, dude, I've been going to sleep to fucking, if you're going to be anti-Semitic, I've been going to sleep.
You know all those Jewish contractors?
Yeah, working hard in your kitchen.
Jesus might have been the last one. I think they gave it up after Jesus.
For real.
Jesus was the last honest Jewish contractor. Go on.
Dang it, dude.
Why'd you bait me into this? Dude, you're ruining my movement, dude.
Yes, the movement. You gotta watch Louis Theroux's, I don't know what it's called. It's Louis Theroux on like
Forbidden America.
Forbidden America about the alt-right.
About like these dudes,
it's so fucking. Those dudes are the biggest fucking dorks on earth. And we were watching the one dude, Nick Fuentes, he's in the news as of late because Trump. He went to him, Kanye, Nick Fuentes, and Milo Yiannopoulos are like hanging out.
Yeah,
which is.
I really do. I think the internet's just starting to like get like something caught inside of whatever like mechanism is just moving it all around. It's starting to get like it's like an old lawnmower that's getting clogged with grass. Like it's just like nonsense. Like they're just like Trump. I didn't know. Now I know who the guy is now that I saw him. Kanye, Trump, Fuentes is just like a completely nonsensical.
Yeah, it is. It's like that South Park episode with Family Guy where it's just manatees. It's just like, what is this?
He's like, oh my God, guys, Trump yelled at me, said I'd never be president.
Yeah. Fuck, I forget what I was going to say.
Sorry.
You got to watch it though. It's very wonderful.
Yeah, it's good. It's very funny watching dudes just go and be like, I'm not racist, I'm kidding. And it's like,
they're throwing up Roman salutes. They call it. They refuse to call it a Nazi salute. Yeah, it's very fun.
When he confronts the one guy.
But Fuentes, he was 18 years old at Charlottesville. He's probably like 20 or
22 now.
22 now.
According to that thing. Yeah.
Oh, in the documentary, he's 22. I think
maybe
that's
23, 24 max.
Yeah. That him saying stuff to a camera, he's going to regret that so much.
Yeah, well, what sucks at 24, you're like still climbing this hill and you can't see anything on the other side. You can't see anything. I'm trying to keep him low.
Do not, Roman.
You can't see anything on the other side. And you're just like, fuck, this is going to be so sick. And he's going to hit his 30s and be able to peak what the rest of his life is going to be and be like, fuck!
Imagine.
No, I was a white nationalist on the internet. No.
Imagine if somebody put a camera in your face when you were 22 and was like, how do you feel about the world and politics?
Yeah. I would have been in a house with like a pile of Oxycontin and cocaine and been like, this is how it's really going down. Yeah. I'm selling promethazine because I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, dude, it's a nightmare. We watched him say that one thing. Yeah. Of just being like.
The people in the middle, he's like, you're a bit of a fringe, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, well, the people in the middle are fucking it up. Maybe people on the fringe are the ones who are going to save us.
That's when I went, oh, dude, it's
And
22-year-old brain, dude.
You're going to regret that.
It's 22-year-old brain. It's the most profound thing ever. It's just like, maybe the fringe really is what the media system's broken. It's also funny for these dudes to be like, what is it, white nationalists, the whole thing is like, we're being ousted, we're getting replaced and all this stuff. It's also like, dude, but at the same time, it's like free market capitalism is a way to be. It's like, dude, if a Mexican dude's better at capitalism than you can't all of a sudden become like a weird type of communist.
True.
Then it's like, well, it's tough tomatoes, dude. We got here this tight. And it's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And now that logically plays out where the lads will replace you. The lads.
I don't think
I might start counter protesting.
Oh, yeah. He was mad about the lads.
Will replace us.
Yes.
Yeah. No immigration, none of that. It's like, dude, good luck. Good luck keeping a dude who like can't find food out of here while you're sitting there being like, I don't know how I'm gonna stream today. People are like, people are kind of like reading too much into my stream today. Meanwhile, some dude's starving. He's gonna get in here. He's gonna take your money, dude. It is what it is.
The guy's family is getting raped. He's gonna work pretty hard to get them out of the situation they're in.
You're sitting there being like, I have a problem with optics. It's like that guy's gonna come right in, just suck your money out.
I threw a Roman salute. I have a problem with optics right now. Louis throws at my house in Kentucky, bothering me.
That was very funny though when the dude, when the other guy got like, the gamer guy got attacked, Beardson man.
Yeah,
he got attacked, or not even attacked. The guy was like, "Dude, did you chuck up a Nazi salute?" He's like, "Fuck you, man! Get the fuck out of my house!" Yeah. But yeah, the whole thing is like, dude, I'm just dancing on the edge. People don't understand. I'll be honest. I watched that and I was like, dude, do I do that kind of stuff? The whole time I was like, fuck, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We do.
Fuck. I'm a fucking loser. That does hurt.
That's what hurts. But they're doing it wrong. We're good at it.
We're masters of our craft.
We're masters at it.
They got greedy. That's the problem.
Also, they're kind of serious.
True.
They're also having America First conferences.
Yeah.
Where they're on stage and in Mustangs throwing Nazi salutes, which could be the highest form of comedy if they were joking. If they were joking, yes.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah, well, I do think
it does come at a cost of maybe destroying America, but...
True. But the problem is, this is the thing that gets me, is they'll get caught. They'll be like dead. Apparently, look like they're serious on a thing, then get busted and be like, fucking around.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if you're fucking around, luckily I can just be like, dude, I'm just an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's that was jarring. I saw that and went, shit.
Yeah, maybe being an edgelord's not as cool as we thought it was.
I know.
God damn it.
But again, you know, messing around is fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as what we can't do is just start at an organization. As soon as you start an organization,
anyway, join the Patreon, subscribe.
But like,
yes, really, of course.
No, it is just for
buy
yucks.
Our shirts, pay us, not an organization.
Yeah, it is just for yucks.
Yes,
letting that be known.
I mean, we are actual comedians. I like that we're talking ourselves out of. We're not fucking alt-right guys.
Are we white nationalists? Fuck. No, definitely not. I honestly am, and I'm not just saying this for the optics, dude. I love immigration. I'm pumped on it.
I agree.
I think it's cool. You know,
I'd like to control the border a little. Can't just be letting fucking all these guys in. You know.
Yeah.
I like to go down there and say, you, yes, you. I might get a job down there. I might get a horse.
On a horse down there?
Yeah. Patrol the border.
Yeah, it's just so funny. It's like, dude, we're going to have immigrants. To be like, well, we can't have infinite immigrants. Like, you're right on that, sir.
Yeah. Thankfully, there's not.
Yeah, thankfully, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Because, you know, we do have dudes down there on the ponies being like, hey, halt. Halt, sir.
Stop. Your journey ends here at the goal line. Damn. How far did you go? 1,500 miles?
That is a sick goal line stand.
Yeah.
Although I do get excited when I
stuff them at the goal line pretty hard, dude. Some dudes.
I have heard tales of I've talked to immigrants and they tell me they're like tale of getting into America. So I touched the delicious pastry with my foot.
I knew it was coming.
I like hearing the tales of how people got into the country. That always does excite me. I hear about it. I was talking to someone who came in when they were like I think like a 17-year-old girl. And I was like, Jesus, that's so scary.
You like that story?
No, I don't like it. I was scared, dude. Don't you even dare. Don't you even
what
dare,
did you like
dude?
about the story?
Dude, don't you even dare. Dude, you're ruining the fucking movement. You're ruining the movie,
Damn,
man.
it sucks we can't start over either on this. We have to keep all the white nationalism shit.
We can talk about whatever else. Oh, dude, the big announcement, dude.
The big announcement's crazy.
That's crazy. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited about the
2
big
big
announcement.
guests. I almost blew it this morning.
What do you mean?
I was in bed. I'm such a fucking dumbass, dude. We have the big announcement to make. It's, it's huge. And I go, all right, I'm going to get up tomorrow morning at like 5:30, get a jump on traffic. And
we had to wait. That's why I will not be in the Patreon. We were supposed to be starting earlier.
I'm so sorry about that.
I have to get on a plane shortly.
So I woke up. I was like, I'm going to be
Sorry,
on the
guys.
road at 6 a.m. If I get there an hour early, that's just what I'm going to do. It's not a big deal. And but I'm such a dumbass. I didn't set an alarm clock.
Yeah.
This is truly how incapable of stuff I am. I like all of a sudden at 5:50, I was having a dream about being with my cousins who all do like cool landscaping, hardscaping work. So they were like trying to figure out how to chop down this tree that was grown in a house. And I have this Ryobi pole saw that like for some reason it's in my house and I've used it to chop stuff down. I put a hole in my back door with it, chopping branches down. Every time these dudes were building, they'd be like out there fucking with these branches like, yo, I got a Ryobi pole saw if you guys want to borrow it. So I was like letting everyone in this neighborhood's borrowed my Ryobi pole saw. It's a big
Pretty cool.
point of pleasure of mine.
Yes.
These guys had like shear branches off and they're doing it's just a great thing I have. So in my dream, my cousins were doing this big
Where do you
time
keep
job
it?
in my basement.
Oh, nice.
It disassembles. It goes apart, battery powered. It's fucking
Disassemble your weapon and continue. Gump. Why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Private Gump? Because you told me to.
So I'm in my dream, my cousins are scratching
This
their
is your
heads.
comedy record.
They're scratching their heads and they're like, what are we going to do? And I was like, guys, I'm going to go get my Ryobi pole saw. I'll be right back. And I'm like, they're going to be so pumped from the Ryobi pole saw. My wife wakes me out of just a blissful dream. And I just wake up and I said, babe, she goes, you got to get up. And I was like, babe, where are you? Where are you, babe? It's dark in this room. I want to touch you. She said, babe, you're late. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I woke up.
You said it's the podcast.
Thank you so much. Literally woke me up from the best dream ever. I was like, what would I do without you, man?
I was out.
I would have slept into like fucking who knows what time.
If you hadn't, I set
I
an
would've
alarm.
got crushed in
I was
traffic.
hitting snooze. I was like, nice, Matt's not here yet.
Oh,
Finally, I
dude,
saw a missed call 10 minutes before. I was like, shit, he's definitely outside for the last 10 minutes.
No, I was barreling up the road. See, I was on the road at 6A.
I've been staying awake too late at night playing Mount and Blade Bannerlord.
Oh,
I can't
fuck,
stop
that
playing
game fucking rules.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah.
Yesterday I got done with Set Life, not a big deal. Wrapped on the series wrap for Shane.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm out.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool though. When you're done filming a show, the producer yells, "That's a wrap for Shane," and everybody claps in the room.
Really?
And you go, guys, thank you for having me. It means a lot to
keep the
me to
hand
have
down,
me
please.
on here. No, Matt, you used to be all right.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
please.
oh yeah.
Please.
I'd get home. I'd be out of work. I'd come home. You'd be watching YouTube. You'd be like, check out Milo Yiannopoulos.
Get the fuck
I'd be
out of
like,
here.
dude.
You're
this guy
if you're
sucks.
going to slander me, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out right now. I got a live stream. Sean, switch your camera. I got a live stream right now.
There's definitely a photo of me doing a Roman salute. There's gotta be.
No way.
Sometimes they're funny when you're drunk. And
There's no photo of Roman salute.
I don't throw Roman salutes.
Roman salute.
I better not throw a Roman salute, dude.
Well, I hope nobody does.
Oh man, that was tough to watch.
What?
But there's also the thing where it's like, I don't know. These are all. It's just a. I don't want to get back on the topic, but it's just like, dude, these are dorks. They're internet. They're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
They're a result of society. They're not They're not changing anything. They're just.
Yeah, it's just
It's
people.
a problem.
It's all of everyone's belief systems got blown apart. Now they're like slowly reassembling in a void from it's. I think we're getting inoculated to demagoguery though, in terms of just like guys who can get up there and be like, and then your kids, and everyone's like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Everyone now like a random dude can just hit the playbook of just like a demagogue.
Yeah.
And just start gaining a follow. It's just like a primal thing that like hits people.
Yeah,
in the
we have
spinal
always
cord.
had that.
What?
That like if a guy gets on a fucking stage and sounds good,
Yeah.
everyone in the room's like, I love that guy.
And if you're pissed, and most people are pissed and like just utterly disillusioned, and the guy starts being like, you know what the problem is? You you're gonna start being like, yeah, I could see that, yeah.
Dude.
But you're telling me I'm right and everyone else is wrong. I kind of like the idea of that. I don't know what about that. That sounds good to me.
I've re-listened to Ghosts of the Ostfront again.
Oh yeah, boy.
Dude, don't let the fucking fringe bros take over.
Yeah,
it's bad news.
Yeah,
it's the worst news ever.
Yeah,
I've listened, dude. It's about Russia and Germany in World War II. It's the saddest.
Yeah,
it's the worst shit ever.
Yeah,
when the atrocities when the Russians came back are so bad, and then they're like, "Yeah, this is revenge. You guys did this," and the Germans are like, "Yeah, we did that."
Oh,
it's bad, dude.
They're just demolishing.
Everyone got raped.
Really?
Like indiscriminately. They were like, when we got it, they would get into towns and be like, "We're not doing this for sex. We're doing this because we hate you guys."
Jesus.
They'd rape grandmas, kids, everybody.
Both
Terrible.
sides?
Everybody. They're getting everybody.
Yeah.
And they were
bit of a game of tag.
It was a tag.
Oh man.
That resulted in women being like crucified to barn doors and shit.
Oh.
Then they'd go to the next village and do it again.
Yikes.
Lines of dudes. They would rape them to death. This is what I'm going to sleep to.
Rape them to death?
You can't let the fringe guys win, dude.
No.
Because this is what happens. The bros,
Dude, I watched
How about that? That's a good part of the podcast.
That is a good part.
Just so you know, 80 years ago, women were being raped to death on the Eastern Front.
Hey, Jesus Christ. Yeah. What was like the big actual, has anyone pointed out the big, like, is it just financial pressures that drives these countries into war? Or is it just pure, like, a guy being like, this is the problem? Like, how do they act? Have they ever gotten down to how they actually start? Because there's like, if a guy attacks your country, if you're like you take it back to like the year 1000, you're just chilling in a village and dudes start like kicking the walls and you're like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a pretty legitimate cause of war. Yeah.
Tent.
Yeah, come on, get the fuck out of here. That's a pretty legitimate cause of war. But like when it goes, because I know they, like, isn't World War One, don't they not really know why?
Yeah, World War One was pointless.
Yeah, they don't really know why. Then World War Two was just what? Like Hitler was just like.
World War Two was a result of World War One.
Got you.
I mean, that's how history works.
They said
everything's a result.
Let's run that back.
No, yeah, Germany kind of felt like they got fucked.
I mean, losing war, I could see feeling
losing
like that.
a war. So then you got
fucked.
Millions of dudes coming home. Like that was for nothing.
Oh no!
Everybody found out that was for nothing, and then they were like, "Wait, who's at the top? Why would we ever do that?"
Yeah.
And then they took over, and they were like, "All right, let's do that again." And it resulted.
We're gonna
in the
do
worst.
it right this time.
Yeah, we're gonna invade Russia.
I mean, it is tempting, I guess, because then the United States kind of came out pretty good on the end of world.
It worked out for us.
Yeah, didn't it come out pretty good for the old United States?
Yeah, all of Europe got destroyed. Yeah. The United States became the financial center of the world power.
That has been dictating who is in charge of the world.
And it does make you
forever.
feel good. Every once in a while, it makes me feel good that America it's as good as a fucking empire can be. Compared to what those dudes were doing 80 years ago, it was no good, Matt.
It's terrible.
It was literally it's the worst thing of all time.
I mean, Vietnam was pretty bad. Weren't we just burning people's
it's not even fucking close. Dude.
Really?
No. It was.
What was the worst of Vietnam?
They would lose. Just the Russians would lose more than we lost in Vietnam every day. Every day.
Yeah.
More than we've lost probably in Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, everything combined daily for like 5 years.
So numbers wise, it was worse.
But numbers wise, it wasn't comparable.
Not even close.
Not even comparable.
Jesus.
It was.
What was it, like 20,000 a day?
They would lose guys. Russia and Germany would lose more guys in one battle than the U.S. lost the entire war.
Yikes.
We lost 600,000.
And Russia was on our side back then?
Russia was on our side.
Just losing thousands of fucking dudes. And then why did it all fall apart? Why aren't we boys?
Because the way they were evil.
They were pretty bad.
It was evil versus evil over there.
And we were just...
We were like, let's let these two kill each other, and then we'll invent rock and roll and destroy the other evil one. We killed them with the power of music.
True.
We did. We hit them with the guitar riffs.
Like, hold on, Elvis, hold it. Shake your hips. Shake your hips, Elvis.
Destroy them, Elvis.
Blue jeans. Send in the blue jeans.
They had witnessed nothing but horrific atrocities. Oh. They were like, blue jeans. Put down our sickles, boys.
Damn, imagine watching Die Hard after that too.
What? Imagine watching
Die Hard after.
I thought you were changing the subject and be like, I was watching Die Hard. I was good call.
No.
This
Imagine
is
just
what we
catching
want.
Die Hard after that. It's like, that's crazy. That's so fake. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
All
What,
the
a building
buildings
exploded.
all the buildings blowing up
Yeah.
into town. I can see that. Jumping out of it. Yeah,
Dude.
it sucks, man. America
Yeah.
got pretty lucky. But
Yes.
now, it's got to be tempting because I always imagine these like leaders of states and societies like are very, very well versed in history and like military history.
I don't
and
think
it's
they
like,
are.
Really?
No.
You don't think so?
I guarantee if you walked up to Joe Biden and was like, what was the Battle of Kursk?
Yeah, I guess so.
Be like, what? Hey, Tony boy, fuck you.
Yeah,
If you
maybe
ask Donald
so.
Trump, just be like, Donald Trump, what year was,
Yeah, but don't you
not
think
that's not how you're versed in history, of course.
For sure, but I guess you're right. But I'm thinking of like, there's definitely dudes that have their hands closer to the levers.
I think
Who definitely know.
people knew more about history, I think we'd be doing better.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Because the way we're sliding into fucking
Bullshit.
bullshit is a little alarming.
Yeah, it stinks, dude.
Only because if you know what could happen, which is that,
Yeah.
which is you're dead, you're gone, and then all of your mother's sisters, girlfriends, and wives are at home, and 1,000 guys show up and chase them around, and
Yeah.
they're laughing. The women are like, kill me, and the
Yeah.
guys are like,
Whoa.
and then they rape them to death.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was what,
and
like
stick a baby on a bayonet, smash it.
that was what, 80? You said
80,
80 years
yeah.
ago? Not even 100 years ago.
80 years ago.
So there's people still alive.
Yeah, you people listening right now, you probably have a grandpa or grandma she was born then. She was alive during this.
Even being alive like 30 years after that is like enough to feel the
Yeah.
effects.
That's when all of our parents were.
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah.
That's why they're so whacked.
That's why they're a little wacky.
Imagine this. You're talking to your friend on FaceTime and you go to change your pants and your penis is harder than it's ever been. You say, excuse me, you don't want your friend to see that. But as you turn around and pull your pants down, your penis goes into frame on the FaceTime and your friend's mom just so happens to come over her shoulder and goes, who are you talking to? And she goes, what the hell? That guy's hard. She's a medical professional. She goes, I've never seen anything like this in my 30 years as a medical professional. She said, what the hell's that guy doing for his penis? And you say, Ma, I think he's been eating heart and soil. And again, I'm not saying it's going to get your penis that hard, but I take them and I'm 36 years old. I'm not supposed to get hard anymore. I'm not even supposed to like girls anymore, but I love girls. Are you ready to feel like a man? Eat some organs. Beef organs are the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. That's why they're called nature's multivitamin. Babe, careful. Heart and Soil is helping people reclaim their birthright to radical health. I just gave a very good personal endorsement. Again, I can't guarantee you to get hard because you might not like girls, and I can't help. They won't make you like girls, but if you like girls, well, or whatever else people like, it might help you. Yo, bro, that's an actual penis, please. We're using the props. People ate organs for thousands of years, never suffered from obesity, heart disease, or infertility because they were eating organs, nature's most treasured foods, believe it or not. Heart and Soil supplements are made from grass-fed, grass-finished beef organs. Feel like a man when you're taking a supplement. Okay, go ahead. You have my permission. Feel like a man when you take a supplement made from liver, heart, kidney, spleen, and testicles. Let Heart and Soil reclaim your birthright to radical health. Go to heartandsoil.co and use code DRENCH. Why'd you stop? Use code DRENCH 10% to get 10% off your first order. That's heartandsoil.co and use code DRENCH. Fuck, I'm gonna pop. Offer applies to one-time purchases. Not a subscription. Try them and see how you feel. When you've had a long day and you want to unwind like a grown-up who happens to be addicted to nicotine because they didn't listen to their parents when they were younger, grab your favorite Lucy gum or nicotine pouch. Check out all that Lucy has to offer at lucy.co. That's lucy.co. Use promo code DRENCHED at checkout. And if you're a listener from Canada, never heard of it, you can now get Lucy at ca.lucy.co. Warning, this product does contain nicotine. And nicotine is an addictive chemical. But if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, visit lucy.co and use that promo code DRENCHED. Dude, I shouldn't have done this, but I don't know what possessed me to do this. I did a pretty evil thing to my dad. We were talking, and he was like talking about one of his bros, and I don't know. Just in the moment, I was like, yeah, as he's talking about, I'm like, yo, is that guy gay? And he's like, what?
Yeah.
No, what? No.
You want to do something bad.
Dude, I was like, why did I do this? He completely was just like, well, no, what the hell? Started like, why do you think that? I'm like, I'm just fucking around. I can see him just being like, how the fuck is that funny? I'm like, it's funny.
It is funny.
It's so funny. To get your dude off guard. Just, dude, I'm telling you, when you're talking, if he's talking about any of his bros, be like, yo, for real, is that guy gay? They'll fucking melt. Be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because they instantly go, what the fuck? What the hell's going on? What's happening to me?
I can't even hit Phil with that anymore.
Yeah.
I've used it.
You've used it all up.
I've used it up so many. Anytime a guy's on TV, I'm like, do you like that guy? We'll be watching sports. We'll be like, yeah, he's good. I'm like, you want to kiss him? I'll be like, yeah, Shane. Like, ooh, I'd like to kiss him. Isn't that right? Like,
yeah, my dad doesn't fuck around about that shit.
Being gay, yeah, you can't. If you're a man, if you're an old man,
it's not even funny.
Don't
dude.
you fucking joke.
It's
about
not
that.
funny,
dude. You want to know gay? I was watching White Lotus. You watch White Lotus?
I watched the first episode,
bro. End of the last episode.
I didn't see it.
Is vicious.
I didn't see it. I mean, dude, you see the first season?
Classic butt fucking, dude.
Did you see the first?
Classic dude on the end of the bed on his knees.
Bro, the first season they had a guy getting his ass eaten. Like, graphic.
Yeah, I did see that.
Graphic. And it was like a cliffhanger where it's like you're waiting. That. I was like, I wonder what's happening.
What episode was that? Late?
Yeah, it was later on.
I didn't see that.
Dude, oh my God.
Steve Zahn's cock's in it too.
Who?
The guy. The dad in it. In the first season, the dad with the girls.
Oh, he makes a return?
Apparently his penis is in season 1. I didn't see it.
Is it really? I didn't see it. I don't remember. I must have blacked it out.
He's looking for like cancer on his nuts early.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, that is currently, I think, the funniest show out. White Lotus might be the funniest show.
This one's a little... Season 2 is not that funny.
I only saw the first ep.
It's very uncomfortable. It is funny. It is your style of comedy too, where it's everyone's kind of scheming, fucking up. Yeah,
one of the funnier things, dude.
But it keeps you on edge. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, but
everyone's fucking each other.
Yeah,
cut it out.
Dude, the guy in the first episode in front of the other dude's wife putting a bathing suit on, like showing her his ass, made me laugh very hard.
Wait, did you see in the first? Wait, which episode of season 2?
Yeah,
the guy's massive cock.
You thought it was huge,
Matt. What do you think when you saw that cock?
I was watching with my wife, dude.
How uncomfortable was that? I was watching with my girlfriend.
Dude,
I said,
I heard you guys talk about that, and when we were watching, she was like, "Want to watch White Lotus?" So I was like, "Fine."
Damn it!
I was like waiting because I was like, I knew there was a gigantic hog coming, and I remember Spud being like, "You saw it from behind. You could see it from behind.
You can see it from behind, dude."
Yeah, I just kind of, me and my wife just both went silent. We both went silent and passed. Like, thank God. I thought it was a full frontal dong, like up front hammer shot.
I addressed it. I gave it a beat. I was like,
I didn't even bring it up.
Spoiler for the guest.
Yeah, I didn't even. Oh yeah, you see this guy. You see the guy from the Divergent series, penis. That sucks too because that actually is, I believe, that's a celebrity crush for my wife. She actually does like that dude because he's in like he escaped from like the craziest realm of
handsome famous actor with a massive cock.
Yeah, bro. That might be fake, might be prosthetic. That's kind of the angle I'm taking.
Banking on prosthetic.
I'm like, dude, these weird prosthetic dicks are crazy anymore. But I don't know. It probably will. If I should freeze when I go back home, I'm gonna analyze and freeze it and just like match skin tone. Yeah, that was. I mean, but did he work something up? Is the question.
It was still pointing straight down.
Yeah,
I guess when your cock's that big, you can be pretty hard and have it. It's too much weight.
Well, it must be crazy for that. It's just like a hot rich guy. And they're like, "Look, we have the scene. If we need help," he's like, "No, actually, I also have a massive dick." And like, perfect. It's got to be pretty, pretty annoying. He does play. I was complimenting his acting. I was like,
he's Francis, dude.
He's a good actor.
He reminds me of Francis Ellis.
Really?
Yeah, there's parts. The way he talks a little bit. He's like a Harvard guy. Obviously, Francis isn't a scumbag.
No, for sure. Well, if Francis had taken like more martial arts, because I know him more from the Divergent series.
Yeah.
So it's like I know another side.
What do you mean Francis has martial arts?
If Francis had more martial arts training, that guy has more of like a martial arts edge.
Wait, that guy does martial arts too?
He has to, dude.
Dude, I fucking hate this guy.
Well, I'm saying, did you see the Divergent series?
Of course not, Matt.
What?
No.
Number 4? That's his name. He's number 4. Yeah, dude. He plays like.
Wait, what is Divergent?
Yeah.
Dude, you watched this shit?
Yeah, I watched all of them with my wife. I watched all of them with my wife. My wife fell in love with him because he's like
take the power from your wife, dude. That guy's penis is in it, and it's the star of the show, dude. I'm not gonna, no spoilers.
Yeah, I mean he probably does, but dude,
I'm gonna find a picture of this guy's dick.
You think you're gonna find the pic?
Definitely, that thing's iconic, bro.
It's decent, dude. It's decent. The guy. Yeah. I think my wife is fond of him, and she made it known. And then it was like
she's fond of him.
She said in the very beginning, I mean, I like his undying allegiance in the Divergent series.
He found his penis. How far out it is, dude.
Gardini found it. That's got a little lift on it. I don't want to slander the man. That's got a little bit of lift. Gardini, what do you think?
It looks like an udder. You can milk that thing.
That thing's preposterous.
He's lifting his leg up pretty high too.
What's this guy's problem?
I mean, for real, they should blur that stuff, dude. We need some decency, dude.
Yeah, there's in this season.
I just feel like nobody's putting America first.
I'm about to go to the American Patriot Conference.
That will drive me to the thing.
That guy's dick. You know what? The Jews. I will say this. I watched a funny. There's a Kanye clip from Piers Morgan that made me laugh a lot.
Which one?
He's like, Jewish. Piers Morgan's like, actually, Kanye, that's quite offensive. And he's like, oh, is it quite offensive? Jewish. Yes, that guy's cock may drive me to attend CPAC this year.
You might go to CPAC.
I might go to CPAC.
If I get out, I'm gonna storm off, dude.
If I don't go in, I'm gonna go fuck this, fuck CPAC. We're starting our own across the street. It's where we're gonna be even more CPAC.
Yeah, it is funny though to be like legacy media is dying. We're the new thing. And it's just Kanye West on Piers Morgan like Jewish. Yeah, man. I think people could just take it people could take a nice sabbatical from information. I think
I certainly have.
Yeah, it's good.
I've retreated back to World War I and World War II.
It's good. It's honestly.
I'll be back on the Civil War shortly. It's time for me to revert back to the classics.
The absolute classic.
Yes, I need to fall back in love with Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah, that's honestly a good move.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I've talked about it 100 times, but I can't imagine getting so ramped up on the internet and like being like, I'm actually showing up to the political rally. Like, dude, when they were showing the footage of Charlottesville, it was like.
I remember watching Charlottesville and just laying on that. I remember exactly when it was and where I was. It was the day after we did a live podcast at Helium where we were being a little obnoxious.
Yeah.
Racially.
We're having fun.
Homophobic. All that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, this stuff's not going to boil over. We're just joking around. Yeah. And then I was laying on the couch, hungover, watching Charlottesville, like, oh, no. No, I'm part of the problem a little bit. No, of course I'm not. But watching Charlotte, everybody there is a complete fucking dork.
Yeah.
And they'd like throw stuff at each other. And we were like it was all nerd spazzes to get away from objects.
Yeah.
Like where you like hunch over and run as fast as you can to get like bumping into shit, trying to run away.
Yeah, just watching they were just nerd particles bouncing off of each other. It's like, no, I'm fine, fuck you guys, and they just like grab trash can lids and collide. It's a shame. It is honestly, it is a shame, dude. They shouldn't. How did they get there? That's what I'm saying.
That's what we got to ask.
What I'm saying.
You can't just be like, no, those are Nazis.
No,
it's like, dude, he's desperate.
Dude,
he's lonely. There's something going on. Now I'm getting into JP, I guess.
I'm telling you, dude.
You can't make excuses.
It's the real deal, dude.
Or you're one of them.
No, dude. These guys, all of them, dude. The guys who were dressed in all black were like, no, I'm actually a communist.
I'm a communist.
The guys were like, well, I'm not really a Nazi, but you know, like,
a couple Roman salutes. What the hell?
Just colliding. It's a shame. It
has died down though, right?
I think so.
I feel like it's died down.
I think it's gonna. Yeah, I think so.
It was at a fever pitch back then.
Proud Boys had it, and then
Antifa
that got crushed. That was like, they had their thing going. That created a power vacuum, and now I think the Flint Man came in and started filling it. I think people just
that's old though.
Is that old?
Is old.
Yeah, I don't think people give a fuck about it really anymore. It's not. It's just going to start losing. It's kind of it's going to start.
But you watch a documentary like that, and you're reminded of how fucking gay that was for so long.
Yeah.
It was like 4 years of just
5, even a year after.
Yeah, it's kind of just starting to stop. The pendulum's finally swinging back to the middle.
Or maybe everyone getting grounded. The whole country got grounded for 2 years.
We did get grounded.
We got grounded, dude, for 2 years. We had to stay inside.
We needed that, dude. We needed a good
cool
grounding.
down.
Now it's not good.
Yeah.
It's bad that it happened, but if
little
you word
cool
it
down.
like that, if you word it as a grounding,
Cool down.
although during the cool down, it was kind of the worst it's ever been. So
Yeah, it was bad.
maybe the grounding wasn't
People
good.
were struggling before, and then they lost literally like everything, and they had to sit in their home completely unequipped to like deal with their thoughts and feelings, and had to stop. And they were just, and then most people lost all their money.
I know exactly how to handle it, dude. Mom and dad's basement.
That's the
NCAA 2014.
the bomb shelter,
It was. I wish I could go back.
dude. That would be fucking
Actually,
nice.
I can.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I might I might ground myself for a year.
You should buy like a piece of their backyard and set up like a 4-story tower and just look down upon your parents. Just a real narrow structure
I should buy their house.
with an elevator
I might just buy their house
and lease it to them.
and find out what the ordinance is on how many stories I can add to it. Make it like 6 stories.
Dude, my Brittany brought up a decent point in terms of the student loan relief. She postulated a theory, and I think I agree with her, that it was all a ruse to go, because they signed you up. They approved everybody, by the way, for student loan forgiveness. And then they sent you an email like 3 weeks later being like, we were so close to knocking $20,000 off. These fucking Republicans blocked us in Supreme. It's like, there's no way their lawyers didn't say like, this is actually unconstitutional. Yeah, they just ran. I agree. This is what I think
That's
happened.
true. I think that's true.
They ran with it, and dude, imagine what that does. Someone's like, "Yo, I'm about to get 20 G's knocked off my loans." Like, fuck, the Republicans blocked us.
Republicans fucking blocked it. Dude.
I think it was bullshit. I think they knew that it wouldn't happen. This is the nonsense, dude. This is the total nonsense.
Damn.
That's why we should go full Jubilee. They should do a full Jubilee. Just be like, dude, it's good. It's a good move. Every 7 years, the Jews had a thing where they would just wipe debts. Everyone like, all right, fucking, let's all start over.
That's not. You can't do that.
Let's all start from scratch.
Can't do
the
that.
Jews did it. It worked for them. They would be like, let's Jubilee.
But
year.
when?
Like 600 BC.
Yeah. There's like 10 of them, and 3 of them died every 7 years. They would all be dead. Back then, yeah, sure.
I think what it was like another guy.
We were
would
all
like,
living in fucking mud huts.
Yeah,
And be like, fuck it, wipe it.
there'd be chickens.
Let's just go try to find some food.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Nowadays,
well,
everybody
now-
would just never pay until 7 years.
imagine trying to track down your money. You'd be like, "Where's that guy again?" Like, yeah, he moved.
He's gone.
He's no
He's
record.
a mile away. We'll never find
He
him.
might be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't really.
Ran
I don't
out
know
of
though.
water.
But then I think I don't know. Would it work? You could wipe out student debt. Like the economy wouldn't collapse. It would
I
just
think it
be-
might.
if you wiped out student debt.
Yeah, I think all of us, that's like all of our country's money.
The student debt.
I think, doesn't everybody have like
Yeah,
tons of money in debt?
a couple $100,000.
Like,
That's kind of sick though. That
I don't
was
even-
right.
I don't
mean, if you
understand
think
anything.
about it, you might complain about your student loans, but if you think about how rich that makes our country, it's like, how about you just shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
How about you shut the fuck up?
yeah, it's sick.
It's so sick that our
I
country,
fucking love billionaires.
dude, the fact that you're giving your country that much money for,
Not
I
even
would
your
say,
country. It's just going to like 2 guys.
but then it trickles down.
It does trickle
Shane,
down.
let me tell you about economics, dude. And then if you give your money to the right rich people, it trickles down back on.
It's going to come right back
And
to
then
you.
the Dems cut off 20 grand, and they'll do it. They don't
Dems
get
will cut
blocked.
it. No,
They were
block.
ready to cut off 20 grand, and then they got blocked, dude.
Yep.
Republicans said, no, hell no, because they hate you and they're racist. I don't know if you know this, dude.
Are all Republicans racist?
Yes. And then, yes.
But wait, are all Democrats?
No, not a single one. It doesn't lie in their hearts. They're incapable of it, Shane. I don't know if you know this, dude.
Matt?
But, I don't know if you know this, but they're spared from that part of the human condition of biasing.
Matt?
They're spared, and they just want to give you money. And there's these racist guys who are just like, no, fuck that. We hate immigrants so much. We're going to block. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah, we're fucked.
No, I don't think, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be just, it's all going to collapse. It's starting to collapse in terms of just total nonsense. And hopefully dudes are going to be able to, well, I don't know, the internets have been, or the schools have been kind of like dragged into the whole thing. If there's like schools that come out and they're like, dude, you have to learn how to literally ignore all this stuff and just start a fucking shoe shop or something, dude. Just make enough money to pay your bills and chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks. It sucks, man.
Yeah,
Stinks.
I don't have yeah. If we continue down a path of just wild shit, eventually it's gonna get wild.
Yeah, everyone's taking,
and it will be bad.
Yeah, dude, it's something like actually, because now it's kind of like, I mean, it does suck.
Yeah, now it's like, you see this fucking trans teacher? What a freak.
Yeah.
If it could get to the point where it's like, damn, they raped that town.
Yeah,
It's happened. You got to watch out.
Yeah, true.
You don't want your town getting raped while you're dead.
No.
You're in a fucking prisoner of war camp in Russia and your whole fucking family gets raped.
Yeah, that would stink. I do. That's my big question.
That is a possibility.
I do wonder. I go, dude, could something like that happen?
Yes.
The dudes.
Not only could it happen, it's always happened.
Yeah.
Forever.
So you're telling me the dudes with trash can lids or the black bloc anti-photos,
they won't be the ones to do it.
They won't do it.
They're the dorks. They'll never be the ones to do it.
So we'd have to get like bombed. I guess if you get bombed, you get pretty charged up to where you're like, yo, if I get in there, I'm not saying.
I don't think we're anywhere close to that right now.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it is weird. It seems to me, I don't know. It's not like I have any fucking concept of what this is.
I'm thinking out loud.
But yeah, I'm just literally talking until I have to get on a plane. I'm just making noises.
It is funny in like 30 minutes, you'll just be sitting there with your hands folded on your lap.
Yeah, I'll be sitting there like, what the fuck was that podcast?
No, it's good.
Why did I say those things? I don't know. I don't know how these people got fucked. How'd they get there?
What?
In the past, in World War II, all these massive events, how'd they get there?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And it's not like we're technically like it's easy to sit there and be like, well, they came out of monarchies, which was a mistake. Now we're better than that. It's like, are we? We don't know. Is this a step? Who knows?
No one knows
if we're better or more equipped for handling. Oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
It's people's lives. People are trying to handle their lives.
Help me out.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, jump in.
The average human being's trying to handle their life. The average human being's trying to handle their life and make sense of it. And it's just hard and makes people sad because we're going to die. Everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
And everyone's going.
You're going to die, but try not.
Don't
just
be
try to make sure it's
not
not getting raped to death.
Exactly.
That's it.
The problem is people are going to die. They come to grips with this and they go, I don't like the thought of that very much. It's like, I'd like to have some part of me live forever or somehow, and then it's like people just stew under the pressure of just like a potentially meaningless existence. And then some guy comes along and he's like, do you want glory for you? And you're like, no, I think I'll take a little bit of that. And like, here's what we got to do.
Glory's great.
I'll tell you, I watched I've been watching this YouTube channel that's the National Archives. So it was like old videos of like it's like old like videos from like the 50s of like basically talking people away. This video was the threat of like just like groupthink and how people fell into the Nazi party. It's pretty sick. And they're like these old videos and there's this young man who gets off a train. The guy's sitting there being like, and I'll tell you the reason for this. And he's sitting there like, I don't know, this fella makes a lot of sense. And he's basically like the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
And this guy from, I guess like Austria or whatever is like, don't believe him. And they go back to how like the Nazis came about. It's pretty sick.
Damn.
But yeah, they're just dudes who can't handle their lives, man. It's so perplexing and bewildering to be a human being. And you're just sitting there, you're like, frustrated. And you have no way to like navigate it at all. You're sitting there being like, frustrated, just terrified at every turn.
Yeah.
Some dude's like, here's the plan, bro.
You want to know something frustrating that happened to me?
What?
Fucking Notre Dame lost to USC.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if that happened
every day of my life.
Someone could scoop you.
Every day. Caleb Williams danced around Notre Dame's defense. Eventually I'd be like,
I need answers.
somebody, I'll pick up a gun. Hit me a rifle. I'll head over there. God, USC's fucking, you know what's nice? The rivalry's back, man. The rivalry's back. USC sucked for so long. Then get this, man.
So you thought it was going to be a fucking free-for-all. You thought you're going to walk into the gates of USC and...
I thought we were walking into the
I'm not going to say raped women, but you thought,
we thought it was... We were the Nazis going into Russia. We were like, dude, we're the best. We're going to fuck everybody
Someone's
up.
going to clip that up and fuck you. So you thought it was fucking child's play.
No. USC was favored. I thought Notre Dame had a chance. I thought we'd be able to pound the rock on them.
Yeah.
Which we would be able to, but they held the entire game. Not saying it's, I'm not going to say what race the refs were.
They were Jewish refs.
This is how you join the Nazi party, dude.
That's so fucking.
Caleb Williams.
Someone hits you with a.
Caleb Williams dominates Notre Dame. Like the Jewish refs. Although I will say Phil started to get a little, he got a little racist a couple times. I'll tell you why. He wasn't actually being racist.
Yeah.
But I could feel the undertones because Caleb Williams is USC's quarterback.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Cool.
Yeah.
He paints his fingernails before games. It says like "fuck Notre Dame" on his fingernails.
What?
He wore like a Kyler Murray. Yeah, you wouldn't. He wore like a Hillary Clinton pantsuit to the game with chains on. Who's
Kyler Murray?
He's a quarterback at Arizona.
But they're wearing. Is that the thing now?
Pre-game's a fashion show for the
Power women, yeah, but they were getting.
But now
like,
they dress like power women.
What the fuck? Do you have a picture of this?
Wait till you see this.
That's a disturbing phenomenon. Although, what an instinct for. I mean, that's crazy to make a power. I wouldn't think. What the fuck? That is a Hillary Clinton power suit.
See how that can make you a little angry? You see that, you go, what the fuck?
Dude, a Hillary Clinton pantsuit's a crazy fucking thing.
Let me see if Caleb's suit's on here.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Caleb Williams shows up in cool outfits to games. There he is.
Yeah, that stinks.
Here's the thing. He dominated. He's going to win the Heisman.
Nasty.
He was so good. He was so good, and he was talking so much shit. It hurt. And me and my father, two fats in Pennsylvania, we could do nothing about it. This gorgeous man in high fashion was dancing on the Irish. We could do nothing. Other than lay there and go, ah! On the other side of the country, a beautiful man was dancing on us.
Just put on like a beautiful outfit and walked
I
out.
put on a cool outfit. We're like, what the hell's that? This guy's a pussy. We're going to kill him.
Now, if you walked outside and someone's in your backyard and was like, gentlemen, do you have a moment?
Yeah.
Take this literature.
Yeah,
You're like, what the
here's
hell?
some literature against guys in suits like that. I'd say yes, dude.
You could have got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny. In the film, they showed like how the Nazis were just like German dudes with regular lives, and the guy shows up the Nazi thing to his family, like his wife and his kid are there. His wife's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, you should show them, don't you dare. I should call the fucking cops. How dare you fucking question what we're doing? He's like, I'm about to take us to the top. There's like poor dudes who were just like,
also, dude, where they took them is so funny. They took them to the worst human experience of all time. They fucked up so bad.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I knew that was. I knew they like promised them like a great life, but I never even thought about. I thought they were just like, yeah, join the war, but they were like, dude, you're about to take over.
Yeah,
Catholics, the Jews, blacks are like, they stink. You're the Aryan
you're
guy.
The best
Let's
ever.
go. Germany is in your. You're gonna rule Germany.
Yeah,
and these guys were just like, yeah, fuck, this is fucking right. And you're right. I didn't even think about that.
It brought them to.
Did they get anything but?
They got the worst result of all time.
Yeah.
The worst result ever.
Oh.
They committed a Holocaust and then they all got raped and their cities exploded. They fucked up so bad.
They got tricked.
They got fucked up so badly.
Yeah, it is like if you let someone grip you from the worst parts of yourself, dude.
Nothing could be. It'd be like handing your daughter the wheel of your car on the highway. That would be the result of what happened.
Yeah, I guess that
just
is
pure the worst decision of all time.
That must be the real thing. That's the real lesson no one's learned. If you're watching a thing and like you feel yourself getting kind of angry and vindicated, just shut it off. You're being tricked. You're literally being tricked.
Although in Notre Dame USC next year at Notre Dame, I'll be there. I'll be at Notre Dame. I'll say, seek revenge for what happened.
You should get a handler during the Notre Dame games. When it starts getting really bad, someone shuts the TV off and goes, I gotta see it.
Put it back on. I'm not mad.
Throw you in a basement. You're like, let him cool down. We got 48 hours. Get your dad's running away. He's like, get his dad.
Phil would not handle that well.
You know what I was laughing about? Did you see those Balenciaga shoes? The real crazy ones that almost look like cleats? They put out a wild ass fucking shoe.
I'd like to start wearing cleats,
dude.
Hear the click clack.
I was laughing, wondering if to see if a pedo could get past Chris Hansen's defenses. in like the high fashion Balenciagas, dude. They look like pedophile cleats. Some dude sent me them on Twitter. It was the funniest fucking thing.
Those are sick, dude.
Look at those things, dude.
Those are
Yeah,
good
dude.
Pedophile cleats.
There's another pair too that look a little. They look almost like you're walking on basketballs.
What?
Imagine that though, dude.
Also, there's the other thing. Then, you sit here and you're like, oh, these fucking all right guys. Yeah, we're not a fucking cabal of pedophiles at the top. And then Balenciaga puts out a goddamn child porn ad.
But then I go, was that like a thing? Is that like some weird? That's the question I ask. Is there people on some next level manipulation where it's like that was a ploy just to get everyone pissed off? Because imagine that, like these guys start to die down, you just fucking goad them with this shit. There's a pedophile document on the bottom of a Balenciaga thing. Like, dude, how did that get past? I read this one thing where it's like a company like Balenciaga, they were like, oh, our fucking photographers were wilding out, but it's like your whole thing is on brand and image. And the thing I read was like, there's nothing gets past like multiple levels of a company whose whole thing is that's their whole thing. It's just a fucking shoe, but they have this whole image they built. Like it's like whatever. There's no way that got past where it was like some horny photographer was putting in like
you never know
pedophile stuff.
It's not like the guy was going to zoom in on the paperwork on the desk to see that it was
for sure. But then once you see the teddy bears and the BDSM, you might be like, let's take a fine tooth comb. But sure, I
if
would
you're like some
that.
weird Manhattan freak lady.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what? It's cool.
That's what I'm
They
wondering
have no
about.
idea. They're fucking morons.
Yeah.
If you're in high fashion, you are a fucking idiot.
Well, dude, high fashion, the job isn't to appease anyone, it's to challenge. The job.
Am I wrong on that?
No, you're totally right.
You have to be the biggest dumbass
dude,
of all time.
I read you're Mugatu.
Look at this. This is fashion, dude.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
This is fashion.
Dude, all I'm gonna say is don't mess with the S, bro. Don't mess with the fucking S.
Skechers. Kanye came in and Skechers said,
that was shocking. I was like, are you serious?
No.
Skechers doesn't know their base. I mean, I'm not saying that's why.
Skechers does not know their base.
It's all old, dude. It's all old white dudes. We're like, oh, I don't know.
No, that is one good thing about the extremism right now. It is bringing the base back. The old white dudes are going, what?
Yeah.
To all the extreme bullshit. They're all going, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Cut it out. That's nice.
Yeah, that is.
Bring the boys back into the middle a little.
Well, that's the one thing people can't deny, that like the purple bowl cuts, as annoying as all that was, they did make a bunch of old white dudes have to like just face one little thing, like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't, I can't say that or this. It's like it's not a totally bad thing.
Yeah.
But it's all their solutions to everything are ridiculous and unworkable, but everyone might kind of like, yeah, I guess being a slave must have sucked a little bit. Like, I don't know.
I have to admit that whole slavery thing was a bit of a fuck up.
Or because you're like, what? Come on, man.
Hey,
just work.
This guy's working. Jeez.
Just to deny the psychological reality of an entire group of people.
We ripped apart their family
totally
and sent them to a different world. What the hell? We worked them to death. So what?
That was what, like 2 grandmoms ago, dude? Come on, there's so many grandmoms.
They couldn't go to college like during when I was in college. So
it did elevate the cultural consciousness, but
it did.
But then again,
at what cost, dude? Did we have to deal with? If I have to watch one more libs of TikTok of some fucking rainbow-haired kindergarten teacher being like, I talk to all my gay students. Like, bro, they're in kindergarten. They're all gay.
Yeah.
Every one of them. They're all fucking gay.
Yeah, but the problem is the average person is like a bottle rocket mentally. You just give them an idea and they're just fucking like, and they go all
that was a Roman, dude.
I was going off my head.
That's exactly what that dude was doing.
Fuck, go out of here.
You Roman saluted.
But I'm telling you, give a person like an idea and they just fucking fly into the atmosphere with it, where you can't just be like, oh yeah, I could see that. Not, people can't temper themselves.
Guys, listen to Dan Carlin's Ghosts of the Ostfront.
Check that out.
It is funny to think of the German leaders being like, we're gonna fucking do this. It's like, my whole family's dead. We're all starving. What the fuck did you do?
And it's one thing to like, I'm not gonna like, I just did stand-up comedy in front of my wife's family. I'm not likening that to like World War II.
Like Stalingrad.
My thing is like, if I were to, it's one thing to fail in war and do a Holocaust, double shame.
Oh.
Like it's like to lose and like have like oh, and
then
try. What did we do? We tried to
they got
exterminate a
fucking
race?
holocausted.
The Germans?
they got fucking destroyed. Their civilians got murdered.
Oh, yeah.
Murdered and raped.
Yeah.
And no one cares.
No, not at all.
Because they Holocausted.
Yeah.
Literally everyone's like,
yeah, they should have
you should have done what you did.
just been fighting for control of resources like a decent person.
Yeah, you should have,
trying to
should just
exterminate a
give us
race.
some of that oil.
Yeah, they were.
Give us Earl.
It was Earl.
But don't fucking fight about it. We're coming to get your Earl. Don't you dare.
I mean, dude, but they tapped into like enriched plutonium of like
I wonder if the bros in the Middle East that look at like like ISIS type guys as the same way we look at like Fuentes and them, or like Charlottesville, where they're
probably
like, those guys are so fucking gay.
probably, and it's also like they're
probably
just
so fucking annoying.
oh, dude, it's
That
got to be
fucking
brutal.
ISIS come to your town, just like, God damn it, dude.
Dude, to the point where you're on a plane and some
These
guys like,
suck.
does this guy have a fucking bomb?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, come on, man. I was just kidding around about bombs.
I was joking about the bombs, dude.
Yeah, it sucks. I think that is the case. I think most people are just trying to live a normal life and like not be completely subsumed by the darkness that grows stronger in their heads every day with each passing day.
God.
It's like, ugh. But yeah, it's it's a shame. But the Romans were sick, dude. They were just farmers.
No,
Initially, they were farmers that
Holocausted.
militarized. I mean, obviously they got to that.
they did the Holocaust too.
They did, but I'm saying like people need
Shout
to
out Dan Carlin, Celtic Holocaust.
people need to get back. It's true, but people need to get back
Celtic.
to the thing of like, what's their own personal farm they can tend. That was the guys, those Roman guys, to be like, you can be like lords and dictators, or like, take me back to
Just
the
trying
farm.
to farm.
Take me back to the farm, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, they did get a little
Like
carried away.
Maximus.
They got carried. Yeah, exactly.
Maximus.
They got carried away too. Of
Everybody
just-
gets carried away. The Romans got very carried away, dude.
yeah. They sacked the Greeks, dude. That book, The History of the World in Six Drinks, it's good. It's not the most in depth history thing, but it's pretty sick, dude. They talk about how the Romans conquered the Greeks, but then there was this one guy, I think Cato, who was like, dude, the Greeks conquered us. Their culture, we like conquered the Greeks and learned their culture, and it completely just degenerated. Like we just degenerated completely.
I'm in Terminal 4 at the John F. Kennedy Airport.
Yikes.
That hopefully won't take me too long.
You adopted the Spud microphone technique.
Yeah, it's
Spud
not.
should patent this, dude, on his chest. What a symposium that was, dude.
I knew that was a symposium.
Dude.
When we got done, you were like, that sucked. I was like, no, people are going to
What are you talking about? I didn't say that sucked. I thought it was awesome.
Oh, did I, Sean?
Oh, Mike.
Sean, you bitch.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
Fuck, this guy's a minute away. That's the thing about calling it. That's the thing about living in the Big Apple, guys. You call an Uber, he's at your front door in
Yeah,
a fucking minute.
Well, it's, yeah.
So
You got to hop on the back of a
I have
scooter.
to go. Sean, are you going to sit here and do the Patreon?
Yeah,
Or-
we're going to do the page. We're going to actually get in.
Oh, we're going to sub you in, do the Patreon in my house.
Big shoes to
without
fill.
me.
And I'll lock up before I
Do
leave.
me a kindness. Just unplug the Christmas lights before you leave.
I will
Yes, sir.
solemnly, too.
They seem like it is sad.
Solemnly, just
My
one
girlfriend's
day.
still back home, and I sit here by myself, and I plug them in at night.
Time for Christmas
I play-
miracle.
Yeah, it makes me sad to sit around with Christmas lights in an empty house.
Yeah, they can be the Christmas tree lit up can be a
Alone?
sinister instrument when you're not feeling well. I've swallowed that living symbol myself in my darkest hour and just cried in my kitchen.
All right. I wish it went long enough that we could edit out the whole first half of that.
No way, dude.
I've got to go. Make sure if you don't tune in to
Some fucking negative
What do you mean?
bullshit. Like, because at the show you can't turn your phone on.
Right,
They
right,
said-
right.
So then I go out, and then I wouldn't even have turned my phone on had I not had that thought, which is that you inspired me from the thing. And then you're like, dude, I saw you come back to the green room.
I
I'm
couldn't
like,
miss
right
you,
on.
bro. I couldn't miss you. I'm obviously
like-
stealing your grip right now. I couldn't miss you.
That was fucking rad as fuck, dude.
My friend, I think Nate. You met Nate.
yes.
Nate comes. Oh no, I think it was AJ. AJ comes back and he's like, yeah, there's a guy like in all white, in the front row, and I was like, I know who that is. That's Joel Blazer. I was like, dude, hell yeah. So yeah, we talked a little bit, and then we met, dude. You're the fucking man. We met in Milwaukee. You gave the signed copies to Nate and AJ of your book.
Yeah, I gave him a little note.
Letters from Marion. The notes were, I thought, beautiful, man. I gave them their books and we were reading them. I'm like, they're just beautiful notes. You're the man, dude. You're an absolute beast. But we went to the
Thank you.
steakhouse, 5
Yeah.
o'clock steakhouse.
Yes.
Might have been the best steak I've ever had in my life, dude. I'm not lying.
It was
Like,
good.
It was so good. And then the thing that really killed me was I've never seen this happen before. When you showed up, you had an incident with gasoline.
Oh my God, dude. Dude.
You smelled like gasoline. You showed up. We were all sitting there eating, and I'm like, I thought you were working with power tools all day. So I'm like, maybe he was like chainsawing all day or something. He come in, I'm like, I don't want to be rude. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you smell like gas?
The motherfucker clicked. I'm sitting in the car. The thing's full. It clicked. I pull it out. Dude. And it just was squirting. And it just squirted on the car and splashed.
Yeah, you got drenched with gasoline.
Like, that is wicked.
Bro, I swear to God, it was such a pungent
I'm like,
smell.
what am I going to do?
You had to just show up. It was a beast move.
You could have lit me on fire if you were smoking cigarettes.
I seriously was concerned. I was worried someone was going to order like a flambe or something and you would have went up because it was a thick gasoline smell. Although that's kind of the most manly cologne.
Maybe we could start it.
Just
Letters
a
from
little
Marion, gasoline.
But yeah, so and this is what kind of got my interest. I watched you on Soft White Underbelly, and you had the story basically about going to a supermax prison for selling, LSD. And the case was crazy. Like, we talked about it. It was just, you sent, LSD in the mail, Western Union. Some guy got caught. He never got even caught with it, right?
No, his friend got caught.
Okay.
And then his friend just told on him. They showed up at his front door and he just told him this crazy story.
Right.
So wasn't indicted. He just
completely
right on his front step.
Jesus Christ. And then he gave you up, and then you got on some bullshit trial where it was like, you never got caught with drugs, but there was enough circumstantial evidence to suggest that you had used a fake name to Western Union money and LSD around, and they sentenced you to, you said they were
151 months, 12 years, 7 months, which I jumped for joy. That was short.
Yeah.
When I was facing 40 and I get 151, I looked at my mom and I just went like this, like,
really, you turned around?
yes, because I'm like, it's 151. Like, I'm
True.
at least 40 when you're 23.
Your whole life, you're done.
You're like, how do you look down that hallway?
True.
151. It's like, okay, I can file some appeals. Maybe I'll get lucky, and I did. But
and that was 1992. So this
92.
is like, it's crazy to think about the drug laws back. There's even like weed back then. Like, you could go to jail for like 4 or 5 years for selling weed if you had enough.
When we drove through Texas or Vegas, Nevada, like the older deadheads, like the shit was hid. You couldn't do anything. Ponytails back. Like, you just had to get through the state, especially Texas. They said, if we get pulled over and they find weed, we are all going to prison.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now look.
Yeah, well,
and so we paved the way. I should put a collection bucket out.
You should, dude. You should. Well, that's
the young people have no fucking clue, man.
Yeah, even the early 2000s, it was like you could go to jail for like little bullshit like weed and stuff. I guess they obviously softened the
There's
penalties.
still some. There's 25 states where it's illegal, right?
Yeah, Texas is still illegal. Like, if you Austin, you're fine. If you have weed in Austin, they don't care. If you leave Austin, you can still, they'll like throw you in the,
because in front of the hotel, everybody.
They don't care in Austin, but if you isn't that right, Josh? I think if you leave Austin and you get caught with weed, like, I knew someone who
so it's decriminalized in Austin proper.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they don't prosecute it at all. It's not.
It's the lib side.
It's the lib. This is a lib haven. Yeah, they actually have like decent food here, but you got to deal with all that stuff. But yeah, man, you can in Austin. I think I knew someone who got pulled over with a vape cartridge and got like held overnight
in Austin.
No, outside of Austin. So Austin's a safe haven.
So they can. Where do they sell it here?
Yeah, it's like now we have that weird stuff where it's like the hemp.
It's one little thing.
Hemp bill.
Yeah,
the hemp bill.
Oh yeah,
allowed,
the farm bill.
Exactly.
If you get it from hemp, you can. It's like
or the big thing's THCA, because THC is what's illegal. THCA. You have to like heat up weed and make brownies.
Carboxylate.
Yeah, decarboxylate or whatever.
Yep.
So now if you have that extra carbon molecule that heat removes from literally of a lighter, it's technically legal because you can be like, well, this is hemp. It's weed's legal now, by the way. So.
But is it medically legal here?
No. Texas is like I think it's I don't think they even have a medical
program.
program.
All drugs should be legal and the world would be way different. That's really one of the driving forces behind the book, just to be part of that wave.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's like
it hasn't worked. I mean, look at the prisons.
Well, what happened with Portugal? Didn't Portugal? Yeah, I mean, obviously locking people up for years.
They did. It was much smaller. The Cato Institute did a big study. I wrote a couple op-eds for that. I don't remember all the statistics, but they would track it all the way to like when kids first tried drugs. Like it just had a positive impact on all the metrics of drug use, amount of drug use when they stop. And then when you go in to do it, they say, if you get addicted or you want help, here it is. But there's a lot of moms whose young daughters and sons have OD'd and died that if it was legal, if they were at one of those places, they wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
And you take the Mexican cartel would go out of business like that. Think of that. So
that's the big one. Yeah. Well, that's the. But here's the thing. I read the book Chasing the Scream by great book.
Yes,
they talk about that how like in London they would give people heroin, and then if you had someone, if they had to go to a center and the heroin was clean, like there were way less deaths. But now the critique in America is like the
well, it's a cesspool. America did it wrong. Like Oregon and Seattle are just like a whole area of
exactly. And it does give the harm reduction stuff a bad name because it's like if you just let people lay on the street and you're like, oh, here's needles. And then my friend Jared Klickstein was actually living in Skid Row for a while, and he said the problem was you like throw these guys in like an apartment, like, oh, here we're gonna give you housing, and then they OD and die, and nobody finds them because they're by themselves. Rather, if they're outside.
But
people can at least discover them.
If both metrics were the same, legal and illegal, there's still the metric of the criminal elements out of it. And
exactly.
We get the money that we can bring back in.
Yeah, that's true. And it's also, it loses a lot of the allure. It's like, if you're telling me if I got to go to like a professional office building to like go do heroin, I'm going to be like...
You're going to start to question it. You're going to think, what am I doing? Where's my life going?
Yeah, what is it? What the fuck am I doing? It's not the thrill of like, you're getting it. It takes the rock and roll element out of it. Which I think could work, and it always is a personal choice. It is like, it comes down to personal choice.
What I do with my head is my business. Can a government really tell me?
Yeah, well, apparently they told you. They sent you to jail for fucking 15 years. So, dude, you have a book. It's called Letters from Marion. I read it. I love the book, dude. I thought it was great. Thank you. Book was fantastic. It kind of
gave me that shout out about the Jack Rag on another podcast.
Yes, I did. I did. Actually,
I parted it too.
Dude, I'm glad. It's got to cross a weird threshold though for other prisoners to be like, yo, here's how you jerk off. Because I know in jail it's like
Nikki at the third place. Yeah, Nikki told me, he started to tell me, and I thought he was fucking with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but he's not gay. Sparky already got me stoned with all this weed. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it. Right and on. I did. And it was wicked.
And what was the technique again? You rolled the socks inside out?
So it's smooth. And then you're not actually like going up and down on the shaft. And it's hard. It's hard when you get a really big hard on, but you grab the shaft and then that heat will create it. And then right at climax, boom, right on top and underneath.
Put some pressure on it.
It has an effect, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, like most don't guys know that?
Oh man, I don't know. I've never tried the sock and the fucking pressure plate at the end.
So you turn it inside out and then you fold it over so it's a little tight, right? And you got to get a big sock. But no, it works. And then it's all contained. No spill, no fuss, no muss. You don't have to buy a cab ride home in the morning.
True. Got to wash the sock. Yeah. Got to wash the sock.
Throw that fucker out.
Throw it out
after like 6 or 8 uses.
What? Oh, so you still wash it between?
I'll rinse it, but not. I don't want to put it in the machine.
True. You need to keep it pure. Yeah, you need to keep it pure. I get that. True. You don't want all those chemicals on you. So you were telling me, this made me laugh a lot. So you go to trial. You took your case to trial. You fight it yourself, which that is honorable. You go take your case to trial, and then you were sentenced, like you said. What was the first thing you did upon sentencing? You go back to the cell. What was your play?
So it was
you're 23 years old.
Sobering experience. I went to that cell and I just started to think, what do I want to do? What am I going to do when I get out? Surfing, sushi. And then I'm like, somehow I got aroused.
Right on.
And the marshals were out of the office there. There's bars. And I just fucking hit it. I made myself come hard, dude. And then I'm like, get used to it, motherfucker, because that's all you got. And I think that's actually pretty good, like, to realization and just accepting this is what it is.
Dude, I mean...
And then who knows, maybe if I spent 151 months in there, I mean, I might have been getting my dick sucked. I don't fucking know. I don't think so. But after a certain amount of time, like, say if you're there for 30 fucking years, man.
I hear you.
You gotta be touched. Like, what the fuck?
Something's got to happen.
Yeah, or a guard. You get lucky with the female prison guard.
That'd be huge. That would be very lucky.
So I don't know. I've never had to deal with that, but
So you never had it. That was your primary concern. You said going in, you didn't want to have to
get raped, get my
Yeah.
asshole filled with cum. Can I say that?
You can say that, yeah. It's your journey.
No, man.
Dude, that's a real fucking fear. I'd be terrified, man, because you were down where in like Kentucky.
Yes. That trial was in Covington, Kentucky, 6th District. The first prison was like really low and normal, but you know, as it progressed, and the thing is, the face of the medium security prisons at that time changed. So normal medium security in the 80s, you might have bank robbers, couple drug dealers. The average sentence was maybe 10 years. But now there was every other fucking guy at 30, 35 years, and they're young. So it was like, that was like a penitentiary and a medium. Cause like, you know, if a dude's got 35 or 40 years and he's 25 and he's disrespected, like what the fuck does he have to lose?
Exactly.
It's not like you have 8 or 10 and you got an out date and you're close,
Yeah.
right? So like the tensions were different.
And also, I did like that. I have to say, like, so you're there, you know, that just being like, look, I've never tried sushi. I'm going to get that when I get out. I'm going to surf around the world when I get out. And then just like, you know, and it is funny to like just jerk off. But it is something, there's something serious about that level of acceptance to be like, this is my situation. Because I feel like people in and out of jail struggle with that, of like just accepting your lot in life and just kind of like getting with the program rather than just constantly spinning yourself out.
Acceptance.
It's a big thing.
It was luck. I don't know how I look back. What the fuck?
And why you were wise. You were definitely at 22 to be like, all right, this is what it is pretty crazy. I wouldn't have been able to take it. I would have been like, this is bullshit. There's no way. I would have been in total denial, I think.
When they arrested me, I thought to myself as they're driving me in the car, like I had the thought, I'm like, I know a motherfucker who's got a kilo of coke. I'm thinking in my head, and I'm like, no. And they brought me to the courthouse in this room with Christopher Bick and a couple other agents. And they said, you're going to spend the rest of you're going to spend all of your fucking 20s and probably most of your 30s in prison. This is the best part of your life. And they said, we won't even process you. Just tell us you'll cooperate and help us. And it can stop right now. And I said, take me to my cell. Fuck you. Which was the hardest fucking thing.
Damn.
Because I knew I'm not going to jail then.
Yeah.
They threw the 18-count indictment on my lap when they arrested me, which I thought, holy fuck, that means they convened a grand jury. They've been fucking following me, trying to catch me with shit, which they were. So, yeah, man, that was a wicked situation. Then I got out on bail for like 4 months, and then out on bail, I got in trouble. So they arrested me. I don't know if I put this in the book. And then I had to go back to Kentucky through the federal prison system. And then once I got to Kentucky, there was a mix up with getting the car. And then I got out again.
You did talk about
but
this, yeah.
I went through 6 or 7 prisons because the way the Marshal Service is like transfers you through. And then I went to this one in Oklahoma. Now they built a different one. But you actually went into a prison with like 6 tiers. And so I'm only have been arrested. And formally charged, but I have not been convicted or sentenced. So I saw, in that point, I saw what prison was.
Yeah, well, okay.
Like really what prison was.
Yeah, so you got to get your shuffle. So I remember that in the book. You had to get yourself down to Kentucky to get like arraigned or whatever.
Yeah, because they arrested me in Milwaukee, but the indictment was out of Kentucky. So they arraigned me here. They gave me pretrial probation. They said, you got to show up in 3 weeks. And
Kentucky, and you couldn't get to Kentucky.
Right.
Right,
and
I
then
read that
like
in the
2
book.
days before, I called the marshals. They said, you got to get there. You got to get there. We're going to come arrest you. And then there was an issue with my getting a rental car, and then my brother wasn't going to let me use his car. And I fucked up.
Yeah. So they were pissed. So they had to literally transport you from Milwaukee down to.
But they don't go straight. You just
heard.
get in the system and you go around. And then it took me like 31 days. Couple county jails, but it was the one in Oklahoma City. I can't remember the name of the federal prison, but like you would go to the chow hall and you'd mix with the prisoners, like the wick, and it's just like, I remember Gene Gotti was there, I believe, at the time, but it was like, holy fuck, man. Then I get to Kentucky. He gives me the bail. He's like, you can't fuck up. We're going to piss you, all that. He's like, but I'll see you. I don't know. The trial was in 4 or 5 months after that.
You had to just kick around Kentucky?
No, I went back to Milwaukee.
Okay.
But if that could have made anybody rat.
Yeah.
because you see like this is going to be home.
Oh, you weren't even, I see what you're saying. You weren't even
Yeah.
like a fully sentenced yet. And the thing that struck, I didn't know
I
this.
didn't even have the trial.
Exactly. So you got like a taste and you could have totally been like, bro, fuck this. I'm out. I did like the thing in the book where you talked about how they gave some people what was called diesel therapy. And they would just keep prisoners traveling just in perpetuity. That like
The
they would
diesel therapy.
dude, that's fucking terrible.
Because you maybe shower every 2 days. You're constantly in chains, belly chains, and the leg irons. And then, like, if you file complaints, and I'm sure they do it to people that they want to break, like maybe Secret Service people they think are selling secrets or whatever, like some sort of thing. And then it's also a threat. Like, like if you go on diesel therapy, you're basically on a bus like 7 days a week and stopping off only every couple days. And like in the big tanks with people, you're eating bologna sandwiches. Like,
yeah, and you don't know anyone, so you're just getting shuffled or you're a
no
stranger
phone
everywhere.
calls, no mail.
It sucks, dude. I never heard of that before. You always hear about the hole. That's the big one. You get sent to the hole, but
The
I've never-
hole's the jail within the jail.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy,
It's
right?
super jail.
Yeah. The hole is pretty wicked. The thing is, like on the commissary slips, they sold at every single federal prison, they sold raw garlic. And when you went to the hole, there were certain things in the commissary they wouldn't let you buy. But you could always buy raw garlic,
Really?
cloves. And like for the whole entire time, every single day, I'd eat 2 to 4 cloves every day. I just wanted to do it.
Yeah, it probably kept like infections at bay, and 'cause getting sick in jail would fucking no one ever thinks about getting sick in jail.
It's the thing. The light sicknesses you're gonna kind of get poo-pooed, but like if something's real serious, they take, because it's the feds. They will take you right out to the hospital.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Well, my friend was in county jail, and that's the thing people don't know too. Apparently, county
County's
jail's
the
the
worst.
Exactly, that's what I've heard.
Cesspool wickedness.
It sucks. My friend was there, and he was an older guy, and he was in the county jail.
It's dirty. There's no
filthy.
regulation.
But he was there during COVID, and he said the guards were so like whacked out about interacting with the prisoners that he was like, they didn't come check on you at all, and the heaters were fucked up. So he was like, it was freezing cold.
It always is, and the air is recirculated. So you're getting dandruff.
Yeah, he was like, it's freezing cold, and he was like, I'm an older guy. He had health issues. He's like, if I had a health complication, I would have died, because like there was like a bell or a button they could ring to like get people to come, and he's like, they would all ring it. Nobody, like for 8 hours a night, that people just wouldn't show up because they were like, we don't want, the guards were like, we don't want to be around the fucking prison.
Right, because even if you're federal holdover in a county jail, you don't get the federal, like if you were in a federal prison. There's just like, you're in the county, that's it.
You would think the county would be the nicer one because it's lesser. Well, at least you can be waiting to trial, but it's like usually if you get like a DUI, you think the conditions would be nicer to go serve a DUI sentence than like
It's got to be the worst
running a
place in
pyramid
the
scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme.
No, I'm saying like if you did like a high level crime, you get better jail conditions. Basically, you get a federal prison.
No,
versus, like,
well, once you get there,
yeah, true. But it was that just shocked me because my friend went and I was always kind of like, oh, you would think like federal prison's like worse than the county, but it's like he was like, no, it's actually way better. He's like,
oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Yes,
but either way,
definitely.
so once you were there. And in the book, you move around a lot, and also there was.
Doesn't
one thing,
it come together at the end though?
I like it.
did.
Yeah, I like it. You did it. You did a good job of like chronological leaps, because it's like you're talking about your one time period, like I'm waiting trial, and then like you're jumping to like being released and the stuff you were doing after that, and then back. And I thought that's you pulled it off. The chronological jumps.
Thank you.
Pulled off. The letters were. So what was your thought? Because within the book,
It's too many.
Well, here's the thing. I think they were fine, but you gave a pretty a pretty serious glimpse into like the psyche of an incarcerated, young.
Some
person.
of it was a little too deep.
I loved it. I thought it was great. But like the best is when you
read
sent a
them.
letter to your brother being like, "I'm gonna fucking destroy you when I get out of here. I'm so jacked." I was that made me literally laugh out loud in my bed. I was reading that. I'm like, what a funny fucking thing just to be in jail. Be like, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass when I get out of here. I'll be so strong. Which I'm sure you're fucking around with your brother, but it was like, yeah, the letters did like the story. Was flowing. The letters, like they really gave it some kind of like some weight to it, man. It was like some of those letters were like,
Thank you.
kind of dark in a good way. I thought it was cool because it was. You didn't. Here's my thing. You didn't have to put those in there, and you did, and you really showed, kind of an unfiltered like view of how you were, and it was cool. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I wanted to do the envelopes to prove I was there, and then Hillary wanted me to type the letter out, but then I'm like,
no,
that means it could be edited. If this letter, this is it. Like you can't change that.
So with the letters, there was I didn't know what you were talking about. You were asking your mom for photos. What was the photo?
Oh, for Playboy.
What?
My parents met at Playboy, and she posted
That I heard. Yeah,
photo.
that I knew. So what did you want the photo for?
Just to have. I don't know. No, so we would see the photos like when we were little, and so they weren't all
They're
naked
not nude.
photos.
Yeah, obviously,
They're not all nude, but she has a couple, and then on the back it says Playboy Studios. But I think I had a bet or something with someone or some reason ulterior. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
but I
for
got
sure.
the picture and I showed. I said, "Look, Playboy Studio."
Yeah, that was the
I
one.
think it was a bet.
That was a letter I saw in there. There's no context on the letter, so I kind of looked it up, and I was like, okay, that's what I thought it was. You wanted the Playboy photos for a bet. You never said that in the book. So
No.
when you're reading it, you're going, this is a freaky ass bull, dude.
In prison, I'm going to be jacking off to my mother.
I would never say that. I would never say that.
No, but you're right. That's a reasonable thought. How fucked up does this dude get? He's jacking off to his mother. Oh my God.
I'd never say so. God damn, it just made me laugh because I was reading the book and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about, these photos? And that makes sense. You had a bet with somebody. They didn't believe you.
No. Gary. I'm pretty sure it was Gary.
He didn't
It
believe
might
you.
not have been a bet. It might have just been, look, I want hey, my parents met at Playboy. Check this out.
Yeah, that was an interesting story too. That was so how did that go down?
I think it happened on Lake Parkway at the mansion, Hugh Hefner's mansion. My dad collected money.
Mm-hmm.
He worked in the credit department. My mom worked in some area where like you're just kind of the traditional whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they met at the party. And then they married. I think they married in 1963, November 22nd, the day John Kennedy was shot. And I think they met in 1961, but they both worked at Playboy. And then Pompeo Posar was a big staff photographer, just hounded the shit out of my mother until she relented to pose. So, but the rest of the story, which I've never told anyone, probably never happened in the history of Playboy. So she posed. They picked her for centerfold. Everything was set, typeset and everything, and she fucking freaked out.
And she was like, take it out. I don't want to do it.
She's like, no. But she still stayed working there for another year and a half. But they said, no one's ever done this. Like said no.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I can't do it. She was sort of traditional Italian,
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Catholic.
Especially back
But
then.
it's 60.
Especially back then. Like
Two.
people now wouldn't care because people have like OnlyFans and shit. But like, yeah, back then that was a big deal.
She was old fashioned like that. Pull the chair out, like just.
So what was the thinking though? Why? I guess if you're in the environment, you get kind of. They do that at strip clubs a lot too. They'll take the bartenders and they'll be like, "Yeah, you should get up there." It's just when you're in that environment, they're probably just kind of pushing you.
Well, she was super fine.
Really?
She was extremely fine. Yeah, no, unbelievable. Like, okay, I had a party at the Lake Estate. The Super Bowl was February 4th, and my friend was there, and my mom came into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm, I don't know, 40. My mom's 65 probably.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's my mom. So like
Right
but
on.
petite and perfect.
You were cursed with a hot mom.
So she leaves the kitchen and Bob's there. It's probably 5 years my elder. He's like, dude, your sister is so fine. Can I get her? Can I call her? And I said, it's my mom. And he's just like, oh, wait, he walked out. Like that's who she was. But she wasn't like, what's the word? Like she didn't act like she was, but she was.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like growing up with like a hot mom, basically?
How could I know the difference?
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
You know what I
can't
mean?
say. Yeah. I always wonder what that was like.
Looking back, like the way people reacted to her and would talk to her, like when we would travel, like they were very attracted to her. I don't know. It probably helped me. I mean, if am I ugly?
No, yeah, no, you're looking guy, dude.
I think she might have been able to do a lot better than my dad, though, right?
Yeah. So what was the in the book? You include some stuff like you guys had a rocky relationship, and then he just died.
Yeah. So
How was that? Because you go into it's kind of jarring because I read it. It's like you guys have this
It's
like
almost
physical
unbelievable.
altercation,
Yeah.
and then he dies that day.
So a week before he died, maybe 2 weeks, we were at the dining room table, and I'm like, dude, I think something's wrong with you. I think you're going to die. I've been having these dreams. It happened with my grandmother. He said, I'm fine. I had the cholesterol check. Everything's good. Then the day before, so what was it, October 15th, 1989? 1988. Because the first time I took LSD was a year later on that date, unbeknownst to me. And so we got in a fight over something. The cakes went flying.
Oh, it was like a birthday.
Someone's cakes, was it my mother's? Someone had a birthday coming. And then so we had the fight and I ran out of the house and I was kind of a fuck up. I got this new job, and then at the job I started to panic and freak out. They'd trained me and I said, I got to go home. Something's wrong. And then he died right in my arms.
Damn, that's crazy.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, and you were, early 20s. It's got to be a pretty heavy experience.
No, 20.
Or 20 years
19.
old. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I was 21. 69, 89, 88, 19.
Okay. Damn, that's pretty wild. Yeah, that was just like a quick thing mentioned in the book, but I was like, that's kind of.
But then what happened in Marion, in the world, like in nature, there's no wasted energy. And if you live to be 80, you've had 6 years of dreams.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Right. And so once I got to Marion, from this very first day to the day I left, every single night I'd dream and we'd meet and we'd talk and we'd get it out.
That's cool.
Every fucking day. So I made peace with it somehow. But yeah, there was a rocky relationship. I mean, my dad suffered from PTSD. He fought in a war. I don't know if because you mentioned it when you did your thing about hitting a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Is that really the way? So 5 or 6 year old boy, that's, it didn't happen all the time, but it happened enough to where it's significant, right? But it doesn't have to define who I am today.
For sure, yeah.
So I don't know. Does that answer your question?
No, yeah, that does. It was like a heavier moment, and I thought this was kind of interesting too in the book. This was kind of like the crux of the tale. Was like you're in jail, and you're kind of having a good time. You're selling a little black dart heroin. I was
finance my weed. Oh my God. That's just the hypocrisy of it, right? We're going to keep this shit illegal?
I know.
What the fuck?
It is crazy. But for me, it was crazy that you just tried heroin and were like, man, that was cool.
I said the whole thing, withdrawing the needle back and the blood coming in.
Was that like creepy as fuck doing that? Like I don't like needles at all. That's why.
No, it was creepy as fuck. And the thing is, it just felt like I was really stoned. So I'm like, why would I want to do this other than smoke pot?
Yeah.
Because then I'm getting physically addicted. I'll be sucking dick to get more or whatever.
For sure. Yeah. So it wasn't this like otherworldly.
Oh, that's the thing. That's it. That's the other thing. When I jacked off in this thing, that's the third thing. So when I was out, that was very significant. So when I was there, I said sushi, surfing, and when I was out selling LSD, they thought you were an alcoholic or doing coke or heroin, you could not get the good LSD. You were done. And they always trained you for safety first. And it's like they knew, they could see in my soul, this motherfucker will not rat. Somehow they saw that. And when I jacked off, I said, I'm going to fucking try once. I want to just try it. I want to stick a needle in my arm and I'm going to try heroin.
Was that because of Jerry Garcia was he like into heroin then, or that was until like the 90s?
I don't know the whole history. He was in it, probably from the beginning, but when he got addicted, it was definitely in the 90s. Bad, really bad. And then he went to the Forest Knolls or Serenity Knolls and then he died. I don't know if it's because of that, but it was no, it wasn't because of that. Because the people that do heroin and coke and are alcoholic, they're not thinking safety first. Right. And then they bring that heat on. Mm-hmm. People, because they're in the circles of the heavier drugs, where LSD was very clandestine.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense. So that was part of your thing. Like, I'm going to try heroin too once. Now I can do it.
Yeah, that was the 3 things I promised myself.
You were getting crushed by the corporate lifestyle of selling LSD. So you're like, I'm going to.
I was always to get to the next show. Like, because if you went broke, you could sell grilled cheese and beer and make $600 or $800, buy 20 or 30 sheets, go to some city for 2 weeks with someone that you just met or they know the city, and then make 4,000 or 5,000, and you're good for like the whole tour.
Yeah.
I mean, $2,000 or $3,000 in the 80s on tour, it was like, you're set.
True.
And you got 3 or 4 guys in the car, but like, there's always was the juxtaposition. It's like, I'm risking my fucking life for a little bit of money, even though I believe in it. Like, so that was the dichotomy of wickedness.
I mean, how fun was that? Just being, a younger. Like
that was amazing.
Basically, just following around the Grateful Dead.
It was beautiful because like those people accepted me. It was like a family, and it was just like love. The scene in the parking lot when I went to the first show was unbelievable. Like it just was what was missing at home.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And it was beautiful. But no, it wasn't like I was in fear because I've sold very little drugs at a show. I would meet people and like make things happen, but it wasn't like I was out there, doses, mushrooms, this,
you
that,
weren't really getting after it like that.
And you didn't have to because you could do you could grill cheese and beer and do fine and make money. And then, the acid connects. And then like these people who did the LSD, like we'll just say Rainbow, the Vesuvian Man?
Yeah.
So one side had that, and then the one side was surfing hippie ladies. And then the sheet is 1,000 hits, which is like maybe a 7x10. And then 10 of those is like accordion. So that's 1 gram of LSD, which looks just like a gram of cocaine. Mm-hmm. And then they would pay someone to batik those sheets with each square of 100 hits would have the Vitruvian Man from what's his name? An astronaut.
Da Vinci.
Yeah, Da Vinci. And the other side would be the surfing hippie ladies. But that piece of paper was like artwork. You could not counterfeit that.
That makes
so
sense,
if I saw one of those sheets on the lot, I'm like, all right, Rainbow is here. I'm going to search them out. Like I know I can get, and then they would front me anything, but I would never, they would front me 10 grams, which is 100,000 hits. But I would like, what am I going to do with it? And they would train me. Like, if you ever think there's heat around the corner, like throw that shit away. You just have to stay safe. Like one time we did a 10 strip and like they were just with me when they met me, and
you took 10 hits. You're saying,
yeah, and they could tell somewhat. However, they could tell, but like I was in.
Damn.
I was in.
What was that like when you like that was your first experience? Was that your first experience with LSD?
No, the first one was the year anniversary of my dad's death. I was with new friends that I met, and we were in the show. They were blue unicorns, and there were lights like this on the ceiling, and we just kept eating the LSD. Because I'm like, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real. It was her second time. And then, I don't know, I probably got to 8 or 9. And then all of a sudden we're like, this is real. But then we just spent the next 15 hours together. We were at the show. It was the most beautiful, lovely experience. Like you were just in the moment. It's hard to explain in words. Mm-hmm. But that was a beautiful trip. But the time I took the 10 was, Northern California, and like you could sleep. I mean, pure good LSD is not, I don't think it's really harmful unless you have something psychologically that's really impending you, and or the precursor to the trip. Like if you just got in a wicked fight with your ex-wife and she's taking the kids and you got to double the alimony, and then that might be bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you were saying in the book too, these people who were like, there was only a few people who were able to somehow secure the ingredients necessary to make LSD, because it is hard. I knew a guy in a lab. And he could make almost anything, but he's like, I can't make LSD.
Ergotamine tartrate. No, it's a substantial amount of glassware, and it's not just some bathtub shit to get pure LSD 25. It took some time. And so the other thing is like, and you're not just going to you're going to end up with millions and millions a hit with a batch, So it's like you're going to have a lot. But those people that I met, they never were about bling bling. They were specific to safety first and wanting to bring about radical social change. And when I was in prison, I met people from Caracas and all down South America, these big, huge coke dealers. And this one dude, I remember his face, I can't think of his name. And he sort of made me start to think even more about it because he said, like, when the LSD came and he knew about Owsley, he knew all this stuff about like the scene, but he was like this wicked cocaine dealer, but he was so smart. And he said, when that LSD came in, it's when people were rioting in the government and we wanted to overthrow things. And he's like, that stuff brought about radical social change. So it makes sense that the government wanted it illegal, but who knows why? Maybe they found some true serum way to like make people. Yeah, they didn't want Russia to get it, but they did a lot of stuff with alcoholism too.
Yeah, that was a big thing for AA. I think LSD.
Bill wanted it everywhere.
Yeah.
And then at the Jefferson in the 50s, they did, when I was in prison, they had a show with Barbara Walter on LSD, and the whole was sentencing and everything. And so in the 50s, they did this thing where they would take alcoholics, non-AA, they take them on one bad trip, seriously bad, and show them everything they did wrong, and they filmed it. And then on Barbara Walter's Inside Federal Prison, they had like the dude's daughters or sons, and they're like 70 or 80. And they said the LSD saved our lives like our dad or mom never took another drink. They completely changed them.
Damn.
So that was a small study.
How much? Do you think how much they were giving them? They were probably back then. Too,
I think it was
they
showed it was 1,000 mics. They showed that it was from Santos. They called it Dicelin or something like that, and they would give them 1,000 mics. But they literally would take them on a horrendously negative trip the whole entire time in a thing with doctors and like.
Well, it's weird too because
and then it would infect them forever till they died.
Dude. I mean, imagine again in the 50s, like LSD, like I grew up hearing about it. You have like a context for what it is, like it's like it's like hippie stuff and
jumping out the window, you're gonna die.
Yeah, or even being like say I was following like Fish, and if I was a kid, I would have been like, yeah, it's like weed. It's like you get high, but in the 50s, if someone just hit you with 10 hits of LSD in a lab and like, get your fucking life together, I'd be like, ah!
I always thought it was going to make you go crazy. I mean, I didn't take LSD till I was 1989, 20 was the first time. And so I had a few times at shows I would buy a sheet or two from someone I didn't know, and I just would sell it at high school. I'd say, is this real? And I did mushrooms a couple times, but like, even though I thought I was a free thinker, there was like, you're going to take it and you're going to want to fly and jump out a window. Like somewhere that got started because that was always in my head, but it wasn't that dangerous. But I don't know if it's for everyone.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But I think that if a big slice, like if you go to Gaza, right, then Terrence McKenna would go all the way to group sex, but he's like, you get both sides, Palestine, the Jews, and let's all take some LSD and sit in a room. I guarantee you they're going to fucking figure it out. Yeah. And they might start fucking each other.
That'd be sick.
Right? Be sick. I mean, the peace on earth, man. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like it could, do that. It is unfortunate because I like you were saying, it's not for everybody. And I have seen people who abuse it kind of lose it. Like
LSD?
Yes.
So I've never seen that. I believe it.
But I think you have to have underlying stuff already kind of kicking around.
He abused it like daily?
They were there was like every weekend, just boom, like, and like constantly, as you said in your book, you didn't take it
less than a dozen times because it's so profound. What do you need?
These guys were every weekend, the nitrous, they were just partying with it. And I remember,
wow,
I see the one guy, I was in a grocery store and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, man? He was working there. I'm like, how you doing? Dude, he cornered me. He's like, I'm fighting a battle against light and darkness. And I was like, oh, boy. I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I'm going to grab my stuff and get out of here. But it was, yeah, I remember this guy, but again, it could have been just like underlying stuff because that is like, if you take a person who already has, even if like, they could have like had a job and just been a little weird or whatever, but it's like if you really kind of ramp that shit up and it's like you don't give them any kind of like way to work through all that stuff, it's like, yeah,
no, you're right.
It makes sense. You would lose your fucking mind
because you have Psych-Gnaw. What is that?
That was I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I have an idea with what I want to do, but I got obsessed. So I've always liked psychology. So I've always liked psychology. And then I went to school for social work to get my master's. And
yes.
I wanted to start something like AA that's just not centered around drugs where you can kind of get people.
Anything.
Yes. Who are like, I could talk to people who are, like PhDs or whatever and have them help me come up with some sort of program that could be peer led around like just mental health stuff in general. That way, like if you can't afford a therapist, you could still have like a group that's like, it's not like therapy per se, but it would be using
sharing
the tools, yeah, like that. These people, like these PhD level people, make up, and like how do you kind of disseminate them in a way that like it could be done in like a peer to peer thing. So that's my goal, and I'm still now looking for therapists now because I want to just salary a couple therapists now that I can to just kind of like run groups and like kind of like
see what
curate the whole like online space.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's for.
How did you get that name?
I made it up. Psych no, I don't know. It sounded funny because but yeah. So that is my goal because we do need to figure something out collectively because this isn't it's clearly not working, dude. It's like the fact that we're immune to like kids shooting kids in school now. It's like it happens enough to where it's like, all right, dude. We need to organize ourselves mentally a different way. We're organized around one thing right now, and it's not really
money.
Not working. Yeah, pretty much. And it's like it's good. I don't hate money, but it's like it's clearly something's getting fucked up, and it's like I really feel like as human beings, we're organisms, and like we're not. It's hard for people to wrap their head around the fact for everybody that they're not like the most important person in the world. Because as an organism, if you think about organisms,
cells, we're all a cell.
Yeah, well, if you're an organism and you sense an organism that's bigger than you, that's a threat to your life. You know what I mean? Because if you're an animal, just say you're an animal. If you're an animal and if you're a wolf and you see a bigger wolf, that wolf could very well kill you, and that sets off a chain of reactions. But human beings, our sense of like largeness is kind of abstract. So if you perceive somebody's bigger than you in some sense, it can set off like a very real chain of biological events that can color your thinking and behavior. And it's like no one really thinks about that, but it's like something people have to come to grips with. But whatever. But yeah. So that's. I don't know, man. I think we could have a good time up here on Earth, but it's it sucks for everybody. It's kind of shitty.
Is it the human condition?
I think so.
We're stuck. The iPhone.
Yeah,
I got an iPhone in April or May. I had a flip phone from 2013. I shut off my iPhone too. Mm-hmm. Dude, that motherfucker is worse than bad cocaine.
Yeah, dude. I'm coming to grips with how addicted I am to my phone, and it's like it's bad, man. I got my screen time down to like. I think like 3 hours, and I think this week I should be hitting 2, but it's like, dude, it's such an addiction.
But you need it for your business, right?
Yeah, I do, but it's like I could use it in a way where I'm not like pulling it out, being like, let me see if anyone. And I'm just
every
like,
2 hours, they're just.
Well, the worst part is with social media, you're addicted to yourself. You're like you've commodified your personality.
How many likes?
You're checking your numbers.
Much money?
Yeah, now you have like it's like very real, quantitative data on like your personality. And so, of course, there's an addictive component to the phone, but like nothing's more addictive than yourself and like, your insecurities and checking on all that. And I think that's what ties a lot of people to it.
And the kids, now that they're like, if I don't have likes, this whole idea of
it sucks.
Shootings.
Yeah. So that's, but either way. So yeah, I kind of agree. Something needs to happen, but it's one of those things where it's like when people try to push the pedal, like I got the solution and push the pedal, usually it's just 10 times worse. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see what happens with people. But either way, so dude. Okay, so this is what else did I want to ask you about? So this is the thing that I thought was crazy. So you're kicking around different prisons.
6.
Yeah, you're 6 different prisons.
Adjust well. Who does, right?
True, but you're kicking around. Things are going well. You've got some hustles going on. And then
always hustle.
You have the altercation with the guard. And this was the thing I thought the craziest part of the book. You have the altercation with the guard.
If you said that name in a disrespectful way, the Aryan Brotherhood would have killed you.
What do you mean?
Wait, which guard you're talking about?
The guard who sent you to Marion.
Oh, that guy, the lieutenant. Okay, no.
What guard are you talking about?
And when I said I'll do you like Tommy Silverstein.
That was crazy.
That's like ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh no, the black lieutenant though. That really was the chain of events to get me there.
This was I thought it was kind of nuts. So you're in jail, things are going well, whatever. This black lieutenant takes your bag. You guys get into an altercation. So
he called me a hippie rat.
He did.
He threw me down. He called me a hippie rat, and I called him a really fucked up name. I don't want to say.
It's all right. You don't have to.
So but the whole yard saw that.
Yes. And he had to
and
do
I
something.
never ratted, but he knew that. He knew
I didn't realize that. He said that to you in front of all the other prisoners, which is kind of a death sentence.
He's like, well, because when I came to that prison, he wanted the bag.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to get that bag. I know you faked that property slip.
And your friend stitched it for you. It was like a nice, it was like your prized possession.
James Irving, yeah. And so that was the third prison I was in with it. And then I'm coming out of chow to go to the yard, and he's give me that bag, you hippie rat. And I yanked it back just out of reaction. He body slammed me. He's like 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260, huge lieutenant. I mean, he's running it. And he's like, you fucking hippie rat. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But he knew when you come in, they know who's ratted, who didn't rat, who might have to be in PC or not. So he knew that he was pushing my buttons. But anyway.
Yeah, so the thing I thought that was wild was like that incident kind of aligned itself with the crack laws, where it was like they reduced the sentences on powder cocaine, didn't reduce the sentences on crack cocaine. So then there were these like racial riots in the jail. And then that was
the first one out of 12 to riot. That's really significant.
12 prisons around the country. Like, yeah. And like, dude, the extent of the damage was crazy. Like the bill you were saying, it was.
Did you see the report?
No, what was the report?
I have the whole riot report. Well, now I got to re-put it back up on my new website, but it's a report from the Justice Department. It shows like all the prisons that rioted, what was burned down to the ground, and they said that the instigator was Talladega, Alabama, and they charged me with leading it, which was the lieutenant.
That was
like
a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Well, it was really like a racially inspired riot, because it was like black guys were going to jail for crack, for the most part, white guys are going to jail for coke,
and at methamphetamine and LSD. They changed all those three.
Oh, okay. So
three.
Yeah. So the black guys were understandably kind of pissed. So they rioted.
It's the same drug.
I know. And then that lieutenant was like, "Oh yeah, this guy instigated the riot." So you went from just like, prison to then having to go to Supermax prison based on really just a beef you had with the lieutenant, which is fucking crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. There's 22 or 23 black guys and me. And then after the riot, when they did the hearings, everybody in the prison got in wicked trouble. But no one got sent to Marion but just us 23.
And Marion, can you just explain what Marion is? Because I didn't know what it was before I read the book.
Supermax Federal Prison opened up in 1963 after Alcatraz closed. There was a control unit. And then in 1983, Tommy Silverstein and Clayton Fontaine killed 2 prison guards in the control unit, which was the Supermax of Supermaxes. And then as a result of that, they made all of Marion the control unit, and they called it the Marion model. So that was the most secure, heinous 23-hour lockdown ever fucking conceived. And man, and then in 2006, they decommissioned it, and then the ADX opened. But in the 1990s was like 385 of the most sophisticated, predacious motherfuckers on planet Earth, man, and me. What the fuck,
and
dude?
It was
long hair.
23-hour lockdown, 1 hour outside a day.
Yeah, and you had bars. So that's actually was a saving grace, because if you're laying in your cell, single cells, you're looking out, you see the big, tall windows, where if you imagined it was like a door, like in the ADX. Ugh. And some days they might give us 90 minutes.
Damn. And you were saying in the thing that really kind of like I thought was nuts in the other prison during the riots, you were like about to go to the yard to work out, and you were like,
it was weird.
Let me go back to my room. And you were saying the yard itself was just like an apocalyptic battle of like dudes getting raped, people getting their heads smashed.
When I went to Marion, my neighbor told me a story of Dean, who went out on the yard, because he said that after the riots, they both got transferred to this other prison. Then T came to Marion, and then he didn't know that what you just said that I put in the book, but he told me what happened out on the yard. And he said Dean was almost dead. Like he was beat so bad, like his head caved in, like he was alive, but just like not doing really good, even after like months of like he was that fucked up. But then in the unit you walk in and it was just a jungle. But like we were all together. They were breaking the machines. We were trying to break down the door to where all the records were, because all the official records were still like physical. These guys who had all the crack law guys wanted to burn them.
Understandable.
Because I only have a year.
Damn.
No, they would have said.
I know that. I'm saying I know that'd been crazy taking that down. In that book I taught, in the book You Can't Win by Jack Black, that he's like a burglar or whatever in the early 1900s. He ends up finally in a jail in California. I think in was it Folsom? Maybe it was Folsom. I don't know where it was, but he either way there was an earthquake and all of the records for all the prisoners got destroyed in like a fire or something, and he ended up getting stuck because he couldn't get out. You couldn't go in or out because he was already there, so he couldn't prove like he did enough time. But he eventually did get out. But yeah, that's damn. If only those guys had grabbed the records, that'd have been so sweet.
When they toured us out of the because I didn't see everything that happened. Once they locked us down, we were in that unit for 8, 9, 10, 12, 13 days before we left for Marion. But when they took us all out to go to Marion, the one building was burnt to the ground and another building was halfway burnt down. And then when we were in there, we could hear bulldozers and shit, but you didn't really know what's happened. But I'm like, where the whole housing unit was, it was gone. It's like, fuck. I mean, you could smell smoke, but you just didn't know how bad it was.
Yeah, you got to
And
see
then
the damage.
Before they took our radios, we would hear on like that one dude, I can't remember that guy who would always come on in the morning. It was national radio show, but he had started to say about all these other prisons that rioted.
He said all the other ones, and they kind of try
yeah.
to suppress that. Yeah, I remember reading that, how they were trying to act like, nah, we're good. And then didn't other ones like say there was stuff just so that they could clamp down and get overtime and all
Exactly.
that?
That was in the report too.
Yeah.
There were some that did that. And the funny thing is, the ones that, here's the thing, what I talked about earlier, the medium security prisons were the ones where the most violence and buildings being burnt happened, because these guys that it's a consensual crime. I sell you something. I know it's illegal. All right, I did do the crime, do the time, but it's like I could have raped, I could have robbed you, I could have stolen so much more money and gotten less time. Like, it's not fair and equal justice.
That was always my thing. It's like the prison law should be according to who would you rather have as your neighbor. Right?
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Would I rather have a guy who sold coke or a pedophile? It's like, all right, a pedophile should
Right.
do longer time than a guy who sells coke, because it's like that's who I'd rather live next to if I had to choose. Or if I didn't have a choice, it would be like, it should be, people should be sentenced accordingly.
Did you ever look at when you moved to a new neighborhood, the federal sex offender registry?
I check it all the
It's
time.
unbelievable map, and you could just hover, you see who they are, what their crime is, are they on probation?
And there's
what
lot
a tool.
of them. Yeah.
They're everywhere.
And there's a lot of them, man. I did it when I lived in Philly, and I was shocked. There was a decent amount. I think they had them all in one house. They were all in like this one house, like 4 blocks away. And I don't know if they just like some landlord struck.
That might be my next play. Free prison.
What do you mean?
Free, because the state, there's a demand. Where are you going to put them when they come out?
Right. Yeah.
And maybe like there's just, I don't know, like the greed makes me think about it. But like if you could find a place for them to live, you're going to have you'll be able to rent the unit out every time.
Oh, you're talking about like pedophiles specifically, or just
Yeah.
prison? Yeah.
No, pedophiles.
You should. Yeah. There's.
What are we going to do with them? Where are we going to put them? And the thing is, I don't know if it's an addiction. I want to think it is, but like those guys should never come out ever.
Yeah, they should have to. You should, like you
Ever.
said, it should be. There's a documentary to watch where it's called Pervert Park. It's a really rough watch, but they have like a trailer park in Florida, and they're just like gated community. It's like they just all live in here, and people just fucking beer bottles over at them.
Okay, so they're contained then. At least they know where they are.
But dude, not like so. I used to get housing for people when I went to school for social work. One of my jobs was to get housing for prisoners. So you get out of jail, I would do a little interview, and be like, hey, I'd have to get like, what is the nature of your crime? But it was just like selling drugs and stuff. And then the lady who ran it didn't tell me she had opened up to pedophiles, because that was one of my. I would like break the ice, because I didn't like being like, hey, what'd you go to jail for? So I'd be like, hey, I have to ask you this. As long as you're not like a pedophile, whatever, don't worry. And they would always be like, motherfucker, I'm not a fucking pedophile. I'm like, And then one day the guy was like, well, I actually am. And I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah. And I talked to my boss. I'm like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I decided to start taking pedophiles. So we got to find them housing too. And I was like, okay. But
what year?
This was only like, this would have been 2019, 2018, around then. My thing was like, I didn't want to, and I would call their probation officers, because I would be like, isn't there laws? These guys can't be. I can't like throw this guy in a Best Buy. Like there's kids around there.
No, there's the 1,000 feet or whatever.
That's what
by
I
a
thought.
school
Dude,
and all that. I
but
think there is.
That's what I thought it was, man. But this person, it was kind of like leading the thing. As far as I remember, was kind of like, no, they're fine. They have rights. And I called the guy's probation officer. I'm like, this guy can't work here, Kenny. The probation officer was like, fuck no. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so. So it was weird. I remember ending up telling the lady, I was like, I
don't ask, don't tell. We got to get rid of them.
I was like, bro, I'm not sending this guy, into apartment buildings. I don't know. So it was I just told her, like, I don't,
The stigma seems less now for ex-drug dealers.
it does. Those guys,
pot's legal. I mean, if you went to jail for weed,
Yeah.
how could that even?
I got those guys' houses pretty easily because I would just cold call landlords and be like, "Hey, I got this great deal, 6 month upfront, paid rent." And they'd be like, "Well, what is it? What is it?" And I'd be like, "Here's the catch." And then they would go, "Oh, come on, man." I'd be like, "Dude, they're not like fucking pedophiles. They just sold drugs. Like, come on. The 6 months is paid up
People
front."
pay their rent. Who cares?
And then so they were cool about that. But once she tried to have me find like the pedophile, and I had to tell her like, "Look, I'm not the guy to help these
Because
guys."
now they're gonna
not
they'll
even
never.
well, not even that. Yeah, then you're gonna fuck up all these other guys'
Right.
housing, and it's also like I remember the one dude would call me, the guy who was on my caseload who had that kind of stuff, and he would just be like, "Hey, I'm outside." In my head, like, I wouldn't even be there, and I'd be like, "I don't give a fuck." He's like, "It's raining," and I'd be like, "Tough." So I'm like, there's got to be someone who can help that guy. So they do need help from somebody, but it was like, I can't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
Like you just build like a 600 unit spot, and they're all there. Where are they gonna go?
Dude, it's a weird thing to do. And they just kind of like hush and quietly tuck them in a neighborhood. Like, hey, here's the guys here. And it's like, it's fucked up, man. It's really
And
fucked
then
up.
when you do the real estate transaction, you got to say, about the sex offender registry. Like you have to check that box.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like if someone moved into your neighborhood and they were
tough.
that, it's going to devalue everything.
Yep, it's that. Those guys have a hard time.
They
And-
never seem to be able to break free.
No, and
It's not
meth-
like you sold LSD, you went to prison, you never sold
Yeah.
it again.
Exactly. Even if you did, whatever.
Well, I did
but-
flood Marion with it.
Did you
one
really?
last time.
What? How'd you do that? So yeah, you were in the
So
you're in the
no, I
Supermax.
did. I set it up. I don't want to say his name.
Oh, I remember this because you were pissed when you got. Was that correct? When you
I don't
got
think
out?
I put it in the book, but maybe I put it in the book. I don't think because 2015 I got out. No, that would have been after the statute of limitations. So I set it up. I said to my friend, I said, listen, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but if you get a letter that's like this from this place, this is where the LSD will be. So I drove. I was on federal. All this shit's past its 5 years statute of limitations. The only way that they can extend it is if they ask a court, and then they have to notify you.
It's just all entertainment anyway, dude.
So right, and so I got it. I got the liquid. I put it on the paper. I wrote this letter with gloves on, and with my left hand. The envelope, and I drove past Marion. Way down south through Illinois and then into that state that's right to the east, either Tennessee or Kentucky, and then just went to a mailbox with a stamp and just put it in. So then it had that thing, right? And then he acknowledged it in a with a future letter. He didn't say
Anything,
but and then I never wrote him back again.
That's
But
cool, guys.
I had to do it as one last act of defiance. I had to do it. And the thing is, they could have come to me and said he got caught with it. You sent it. There was no fucking trace. I didn't have a cell phone. It's not like they knew I drove there. I didn't get pulled over. There was there's no way.
And it just ran right through there. That must have been wild.
The
dude.
thing is, I did a line of coke one time in prison, and smoking weed, it was hard to get used to. When James first got me stoned, I was crying in my bunk because it's just the horror of dude.
That must have been terrible
And
getting that high in jail.
Twice there was acid and I didn't take it, but one time this guy gave me this line of coke, ether based, just wicked, just so high. But then coming down off that, dude, was not that you wanted more, but you're like, I'm in fucking prison.
Ugh.
Dude, that's a hard fucking reality. So
What was it like
taking
being all-
acid,
Yeah.
Herb got 4 or 5 hits. Each was 200 mics. And he asked me for a week, not to push me, but he said, because he's like, we're all going to take this, but there's one for you. And then he kept coming to the chow and saying, are you sure? Because he's like, I'll probably never get this again. Mm-hmm. And then I remember when they took it, they had a great time. But I just thought if I took that in jail, 8 or 10 hours of tripping in prison, I don't know, man.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't.
I have a friend who smoked K2 in jail, the synthetic weed.
Yep.
And he said and this guy, this guy was doing.
Isn't it just
meth and
like
heroin.
weed?
Yeah, but apparently it's kind of harsh from what I've heard. It's it can be because it's just a chemical. So weed, the plant can only get so strong, but K2, they're spraying these synthetic cannabinoids. It could be fucking.
Who knows?
Exactly. So he said, and this guy, he had done
Tripping.
all the drugs you could possibly do, and he was like, dude, fuck that shit. He said he was in there. He kept hearing people come in, checking on, and it wasn't happening. It was him and the dude in there just in terror the whole time.
Did you like the way we made pipes?
Yeah. Yeah.
It worked perfectly. And the thing is that if you blow the smoke out with another tube of bounce, you see smoke, but you cannot smell it.
That was the old
It's
college. That's the old
unbelievable.
college trick too.
You got to suck the whole hit down though, so there's no little
There's no
smoke left.
That was the college trick. You would put the Febreze fabric softener sheet in a paper towel thing and blow it out.
Because pot smells so strong to people that don't
Yeah.
smoke it.
Yeah, smoking weed in jail does seem like a lot of trouble. Seems like you'd have to be really kind of careful. I guess you could go outside.
Sparky took me out and we just kept hitting this joint during the move right when I arrived. And when I got back, I swear to God, it was like I took 10 hits of acid.
Freaked
I
out.
was so fucking stoned. Like,
Eesh.
dude, and I'm like 151 months. I hadn't won an appeal. It was just this wickedness.
It really set in. That weed does that to you, where like the reality of stuff
And
sets in.
every
in a way. It's
day
like,
took me twice a day. And after about a week, it was
got-
like,
you got
yeah, let's go
fortified.
yeah. Fuck it. You got to do your time,
It's
right?
true.
And then
That's
they
true.
taught me how to beat the piss test. You drink.
Oh, yeah, I read about that.
You drink a gallon of water, and then the lieutenants give you 2 hours, and because they can't just grab you and say pee, they say you got 2 hours to report to the lieutenant's office.
Mm-hmm.
You got to drink a full gallon in 15 minutes. They taught me this, and then they said by the 6th or 7th piss, they said you want to wait to 7. If you can wait till 8, it's just pure water.
Don't you get a dilute though? I heard you the drug test now they can hit you with it was too diluted where they
This
can't-
was the 90s.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the thing
yeah.
is, whenever they would take they'd take it, you'd go back to the lieutenant's office, they would make it look like they're putting it in a mailer, but then they would always ask you, if you admit to us you did drugs, we'll only give you 30 days. I mean, I never would, but nothing ever came back dirty.
That's
Today the test might be different,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the whole whatever, but if you didn't piss, you would get a dirty. Then it's 90 days in the hole and you'd probably get transferred,
Yeah, it sucks.
which is the fucking worst.
And you also, if they, even if it was diluted, you'd have the time because it'd have to get mailed out, ran through a lab, and by then it's like, hey,
I don't know.
it's
Did they do
diluted.
that in the 90s, the dilution?
I've just heard about it. I don't know. I was so young in the '90s. I was a wee boy, but I remember hearing about that move, like just slam a bunch of fucking water, but then the test would come back as like inconclusive because it was just too diluted.
I think that 8th piss, because you're talking now maybe at 45, 50 minute mark, if you slam that, it looks like water. It smells like water.
Yeah.
It's probably barely 98 degrees warm.
No, it makes
Like-
sense back then that they would have been. It would have been like, "Man,
But
it's
today,
not."
I think they probably could detect it.
Yeah,
on
I had
anything.
I had to do a drug test when I was working for my dad. He does demolition. We were like working in like on the hospital kind of, or was it a hospital? It was a school. It was a school. So they like everyone had to get drug tested. So I remember what we had to do. We had all day, and it wasn't like you had somebody watching you. So we just had like I filled up a latex glove of pee from somebody I knew, and then you just keep a hand warmer on it, so it keeps it at like 98 degrees.
How did you know he was clean? You just hoped?
I just knew he was. I asked him. He didn't. I knew so. He didn't smoke weed or do anything. So I was like, "Let me get pee in this glove for me, or pee in a thing." And then I just dumped it in the glove.
And it worked?
Kept it on a hand warmer. But then I got there, and my friend needed some too,
Oh.
so we had to split it. And then we both. I didn't realize there was a minimum amount, so we both gave like that much.
Did they take it? That's
The
awesome.
nurse was cool. She was really. But they hit you with the temperature. That was a big thing. They temp check it to
Because then
make
they
sure-
see if it's cold. It's not 98.6.
Exactly. So the hand warmers, I had to ask for hand warmers in like July. I was like, "You guys have hand warmers back here?" And they're like, "Yeah, but why?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I just need them. I'm going somewhere." So, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. So then that story too about getting.
What about the duffel bag?
what about it?
What do you think happened to it?
What, the duffel bag you got taken from you? Didn't you get it? Did you get it back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of the book, man. You got that was it. All came together. That guy.
What the fuck? So that
He probably felt
motherfucker.
fucking bad.
That lieutenant sent it to me after I got home from Marion, which means he held it the whole time I was in Marion.
What the hell was it? What was that about? Why did he give it back to you?
It was a fuck you.
You think that was his fuck you to you?
100%.
What? You don't think that was? I took that as the guy who was like had a nice moment where he was just like, "Yeah, let me give this guy his bag back."
No way.
Why did he do that? Just to be a
I
dickhead?
think so. I burned it in a 55-gallon drum that day. I had a ceremony to let it all go.
That's cool. That makes sense.
I did. And maybe it was. I never thought that. I mean, I wasn't in a bad. It just struck me like this motherfucker sent it back now.
It is weird. Also, is it normal to keep like? How would he even get an alert that you were out?
He was following it. He had to be.
Yeah, that's
like
kind of weird.
Yeah. So like, but it represented so much.
Yeah.
I had to like the Phoenix, like just let this go. And I had a ceremony.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
No one was there. And I just like, this is going.
This thing's out of here. That makes sense. Just
I don't regret it, but it would have been kind of cool to say, hey, here's the green duffel bag. But
no, man.
I had to let it go. I had to just get rid of it. It symbolized so much.
Yeah, and just to move on.
Was that bad psychologically? What do you think?
No, I think that's, feel good doing that. Get rid of it. Just to, that way you're out. That's like a chapter that's totally done with.
Yeah.
And there's something kind of cool and ceremonial about being like, all right, I'm done with this part
I
of my
can
life.
let go.
Especially if you think the guy was fucking with you. I'd be like, fuck you, dude.
Well, I don't know that. It shocked me, though.
Yeah, I'd be
that
freaked
this
out,
came.
dude.
It was shocking.
Yeah, that would have freaked me out. Like, first of all, I was like, dude, you're keeping tabs on me.
Staying with my brother, which the probation officer would have known, but like all my other stuff I had.
Yeah.
Like, because when I left Marion, there's that stuff that got sent. Like, this is maybe weeks or months later. It just was weird.
It is weird. And then the one thing I did want to ask you about, because this is in the book as well, you got out and you started a pretty successful real estate.
Dude, I
venture.
was so
Killing it.
focused. I got to come back. No, I was like by accident. The house,
Yeah.
there was a bust. They showed coke. I was going to my job. There's an arcane law that was like, you can make an unsolicited bid with the Marshal Service if they seize assets. And I knew all this from jail.
Yeah. 'cause
And
you
so then
studied
I
up.
actually dated the Marshal.
It helps.
A little. She probably would deny it. But so I bought that house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought that house probably 18 months later for like $25,000. And then I just like felt like changing the design. My mom would always take me to these Frank Lloyd Wright homes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just started doing it. And then some people helped me in the neighborhood. They saw sympathetic to the architecture, but I needed help like with the design and just people and contractors. And then that just started the evolution. And I was hyper focused, monster, just like going after it, like not worried about a Rolex, but just loving what I do. And I was good at it. The best that I've ever been at anything probably in the world of commerce and making money that's legit, paying taxes. I mean, 2005, I paid $175,000 in federal tax. I mean, where the fuck did that money go, man? A fucking tank tread? Like, goddamn. But
Yeah,
so that just
true.
focused me, and I just would buy buildings, restore them, or buy apartment buildings, restore them, rent them, and sell them.
That's cool. Yeah. And you got into like just kind of, I remember the book
I did
you saying-
addresses and everything. And then my lake house, this massive lake estate, S109W35190 Jacks Bay Road, Eagle, Wisconsin, 53149. Dude,
Nice.
fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, you had
that
but-
spot was unbelievable.
And you got hit with the subprime mortgage crisis. Yeah, man.
I was told.
That's wild, dude.
I was told not to. Yeah.
that, yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. I wanted to get to 3 million and then get 3 million in T-bills and then still do what I do. But that was my goal. And I had 9 years at $1,010,000. I bought that lake estate and 2 other houses, 6429 North Santa Monica and 1525 North Marshall. And then just, it went, man. And I paid all the mortgages till I had like 11,000 left. And then a bankruptcy lawyer came to me and said, if you file bankruptcy, you could stay in that lake house for another 18 months. And I said, dude, I'm giving the keys back. Like, it's done. I'm not just going to stay here. And I flew to Hawaii and I started to caretake a farm. But that took me 10 years mentally. Like now, like you being on here, like that focus and drive, like it's there. I have it, but I still do it today. And I have a little, not where I was, but I'm not driven like I was and I want to be.
Right.
I want to be.
But you're still doing the properties.
Yes.
That's cool. Rehabbing and fixing up.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
I guess I'm an artist and buildings are my medium. I'm
kinda
not
cool.
a contractor because I can't do it for someone else because then it's their vision and I can't just do what I do with the people, you know?
That's true.
So that's what I know. Like I can't, like I'm not a painter.
For sure.
That's kind of like what the hand I was dealt.
Yeah. No, that's pretty
And
cool.
I love working out. I like working out.
It's a nice physical job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the plan now? What are you up to now? And what's your plan to do?
Well,
What-
you've
what are you
you've
gonna do?
inspired me. I'm going to do an Audible in the book. I'm going to do a second edition. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the name. And then the whole social media thing is like all new to me, but like you can get paid for views.
Yeah.
Like you can go on a show and drink Liquid Death and show it, and like you're gonna get 10 fucking grand. Like I see it. I understand marketing. Like holy fuck, man.
You want that Liquid Death money?
Fuck yeah, man. Why not? Like it's cool. The fame part is weird to me, but I guess like that's part of it, you know? Like
So what, are you gonna start a podcast or something?
I don't think I could compete.
Right. But you just want to do the real estate.
I'd love to sell the book, the movie rights. I had started
That's-
a screenplay. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
you know?
and with the book, it was funny because you did what, 5,000 copies?
Yes,
Sold them, and now the only books are on Amazon. And I was like,
People, I'm not
like
selling them for $200.
Dude,
Those are other people.
we looked up his book. Me and Nate were there. Nate Marshall were looking
You
up his
thought
book.
it was me.
And I was like, damn, this guy's selling his books for fucking $200.
No.
And that's all they're secondhand sellers that
because
you
they
sold
see
all your ones. Yeah.
from the soft white underbelly. It's
Yeah.
like within a couple months, I'm like, Mark, what the fuck? People are selling my book for $250. He's like, yeah, that's part of the deal.
You got to print more, dude.
I could print more or do a second edition, because what I want to do is a chapter every other a letter every other chapter, and then add Marion. I took a bunch of stuff out about Marion.
Yeah, the book was. I'm telling you, the book was great. I couldn't stop reading it. So.
But they do a feature film on a guy who invented the delay on a windshield wiper, $80 million. Like they'll do it on anything. But the story, this not my story. I mean, my story is there, but just the story of the history of Marion.
Yeah.
And the drug laws and like the riots.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck,
That was
man?
cool, and it was fascinating.
It's crazy after this many years. Like you have me on this podcast, it makes it relevant again. Like unfucking believable. Like how the fuck? Like you saw that show and you're like, I gotta get this guy. Like
Yeah.
what? And then I took 21 days to respond. I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker's gonna think.
Not a big deal.
I'm
dude.
like, what the fuck?
Well, I did think
You
it was
know.
crazy how you were in there and you were describing like the people, especially in Marion, like these guys would kill you, like without hesitating. And you'd have to form friendships with these guys and hang
Bruce
with them.
Pierce,
And you knew,
Doc Holliday.
and the fact that you did tell
Big Mike
the guards,
McElhenney.
we didn't get. I'll leave that in the book, but yeah, that is funny that you just completely beefed with the guards on that level and threatened them that you're gonna kill them.
Well, I thought about it on the plane coming here. There was a leader of the Aryan Brotherhood who's now in the ADX, Mike McElhenney. He never overtly, I thought, danger of him, but I knew he was a wicked dude. Like you have like the big wolf, but like he gave me a respect. And it had to be, because who the fuck would, he also probably thought I was a fucking idiot because the guards could have killed me. But like,
Oh,
who would
because
have
of what
ever
you
said
said.
that?
Yeah.
I'm going to do you like Tommy Silverstein. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck,
dude, it's
man?
pretty rough,
That's
dude.
insane. I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm like, at all. Like, how could that have even come out of my mouth? It shows you the, I don't know, the naivety I still have probably to this day in some form. You
But
know?
no, that was pretty sick. But well, dude, yeah, man, fucking pumped. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
See you, man.
Thank you.